We welcome you live to season number 3 NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series, Darlington Southern 500. Welcome live to Darlington, South Carolina for tonight. It's one of the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series crown jewel events. It is the Southern 500 and it plays host to the first race of the playoffs as well. Of course, welcome live in Darlington. We had an insane Xfinity race last night that ended up with Cup Series driver Matt Grab taking home the checkered flag first. So he won in the Xfinity Series last night, and he's going to be looking to carry that momentum into tonight. So, of course, it's Darlington. This is one of the most grueling races of the season, one of the longer races as well, the Southern 500. As we welcome you in live to the broadcast booth, of course, I am Ethan Trendler, your usual commentator. Then we're going to be joined by Cameron Chandler, Richard Cherry, and maybe Connor Asbell in a bit as well. So, guys, it's Darlington. It's one of the longest races of the season, one of the most grueling races as well. What do we expect to see throughout this entire night?
Well, we saw yesterday how everyone was hitting the wall, and they forgot the fact that in Darlington you race the racetrack, not the competition. Because we saw also a lot of wrecking when people were side by side. So for today, we might see a lot of more conservative racing because it is a longer distance. It is 180 laps with a halfway break after 90 laps. So it's going to be interesting how these drivers can handle the perhaps toughest racetrack on the circuit.
Yes, of course, tonight starts the Cup Series playoffs. Let's take a look at your playoff grid entering tonight in Darlington. So after two amazing regular seasons by both Aiden Donahue and Matthew White, they currently sit first and second. Pretty good margin already above the cut line. You got Dylan Banks only plus 13 in third. Hunsicker, Lindsay, they're plus 10 and 5. Ortiz is just plus 1. Then Miller, Havrilla, Butler, Lewis, Grab, Clausen. They're all tied for the final playoff spots, entering now the first race of the round of 12, the first race of the playoffs as well. So, yeah, that's what we got in store for tonight. And it's going to be race number 1. This round will consist of tonight in Darlington, the Southern 500, then next week in Michigan, and finishing it up at the Charlotte Roval for the round of 12 cutoff race. So, 3 very different racetracks for this round of 12 for the Cup Series, and we are all up and running from Darlington. Welcome live to the track Too Tough to Tame. First car on the racetrack, your second place points driver after the regular season championship was decided is Matthew White in the 12. He heads down into 1 and 2.
Matthew White, the season 1 Cup champion for the NASCAR Racing FedEx Cup Series. He has now that experience coming into the playoffs to how to handle these situations, these maximum pressure situations where you are basically forced to go flat out, or otherwise you are not going to be able to fight for a championship at Kansas on February 20th. So it's going to be an interesting battle between him and Aiden Donahue, who ran the Xfinity race yesterday. He said before the race he hopes he lasts longer than a lap, and that was because he got involved in a wreck on lap 2 or 3 of the race where he spun out coming off turn 4 and got collected there by Rajon Koch. Really unfortunate there for the drivers of the number 24 car.
So let's give you a bit of a rundown here for the playoffs. So we're going to see here on Carlos Ortiz's number 21 machine, he has the playoff banner. He's also got playoff side skirts, then purple, a purple splitter, and then a purple spoiler. And then as well on the ticker, you can see next to Matthew White's name, it's going to say P to indicate that the driver's in the playoffs. As Ortiz, who just made it into the playoffs last week after a great run in Daytona, winning the stage, will be on the racetrack now. He slots in second. Here is CJ Erdman in his Cup Series debut. He has run a bunch of Xfinity races this season and going to be stacking up to the Cup Series for tonight. Braden Hunsicker in the 6 machine. 1 win of the year at Phoenix.
And he's looking to turn around his season, going to one of his best tracks.
Hunsicker heads through 1 and 2. In the wall of it was Hunsicker there. Here's the 96 of Andrew Stacy. He's, of course, a full-time Xfinity driver, but he has made a bunch of Cup starts as of late. Side by side, there's Erdman around the outside, and there's Ortiz down the back straightaway. Here's Ashton Miller and Matthew White starting to battle. Miller in the 79 makes the playoffs for the second straight season. And his number 79 Toyota Camry. And White's on his bumper. Hunsaker will slot in third as they head down the front straightaway into 1 and 2.
Already has some guys, the 21 of Carlos Ortiz, reporting the car's already getting really tight, so that may be a problem later on in the race.
Yep, there is a massive contrast between the Xfinity car, which was tending to get really loose, and now the Cup cars, which are really tight, especially in the first few laps of the round. So let's see how that plays out for tonight.
Yeah, you got to be careful not to hit the wall, of course, when you're tight. Here's Lucas Lewis in the 73 car in his first Cup Series playoffs, and he heads down the back straightaway.
Ooh. Matthew White and Aston Miller side by side and wrecking down the backstretch now.
Oh, in the wall, as you can see, damage on Miller's machine. Same thing with Matthew White. Down here on the back straightaway is Matt Grab in the 53. He won the Xfinity race last night, and he's in his first Cup Series playoffs.
Let's see if we can push the momentum through and perhaps dominate here at Darlington. Even though this is a track too tough to tame, he's been very consistent around this track.
He's got to be up there for your favorites with Aiden Donahue and drivers like Matthew White.
Yep, Matt Grab calls my attention how he's really fast at these low grip racetracks. Like, for example, he won the Xfinity race also at Homestead, and he won yesterday here at this racetrack. So, like Connor said, let's see how much momentum he can get from that race win and towards the playoffs.
Matt Grab is currently 9th on the board. He will move up to 6th. So here is Cole Clausen. So, of course, we got to mention this is the throwback race. As you can see, cars on the racetrack. Here is Cole Clausen's number 71 throwing it back to Talladega Nights. Down the back straightaway is the 12 of Matthew White. He's got a Ryan Newman throwback on tonight. We will also have a fan vote for the best Cup Series throwback for the second straight year after the race weekend. So stay tuned for that. Here comes the 09 of John Butler in his first Cup Series playoffs appearance in the 09 machine. Oh, trouble! Cole Wilson got loose, and he will save it. And there he is in that Ford Mustang, making one of his select Cup Series starts.
Yeah, a lot of guys seem to be getting loose now off the corners.
Crash on the front straightaway. Cole Clausen's in the middle of the track. He gets slammed by, looks like John Butler in the 09. And he's going to drive back to the inside. 21 minutes to go here in practice. Here's Ashton Miller. Ashton Miller does not want to think about his last Southern 500 in season number 2. Got involved in an accident, and that's the race that he got eliminated from the playoffs. So he's going to be looking for more momentum tonight. Of course, this is not an elimination race. It's the first race of the round of 12. Matt Grab re-enters the track. Down the back straightaway goes. Oh, Erdman, as there's a car in the middle of the track. It's Andrew Stacy. There's Aiden Donahue, your regular season champion in the 24. He goes fastest. And he's going to slide right in front of Brad Havrilla, who is also in his first Cup Series playoff appearance. And, oh, Havrilla is going to slam into the wall here on the back straightaway. Here is Payson Lindsay. Of course, got that big win in Daytona 2 weeks ago to, of course, secure. He's already secured in the playoffs, but give him more points. And, yeah, Payson Lindsay, first career win at Daytona 2 weeks ago.
And behind him, I believe that is Carlos Ortiz. Yep. In that Hello Kitty car, which is supposed to be Jamie McKinney's car, but he's planned on running it for tonight.
Carlos Ortiz goes to third on the board. He has had really good speed at this weekend so far at Darlington. Of course, in the Xfinity race, he led a bunch of laps. Now in the Cup Series, he's top 3 and barely off Donahue and White.
You could see through turn 3 and 4, Payson got to, oh my gosh, he found a way to flip.
Of course he did.
Yeah, typical.
But the difference between Payson and Ortiz's line through turn 3 and 4 is a lot different. And, oh Oh my. All right. We're gonna probably have to pull out some ambulances today.
Yeah. Ortiz said that was caused by him laughing, so.
Well, you already know I'll find a way to flip at every single track there is, so that's exactly what I do on a week-to-week basis, and you'll see it again next week.
Well, it's Michigan, so it's going to be easier
Yeah.
that time.
Oh yeah, that's easy money right there.
As they head down the front straightaway, here's Erdman in the 94. He's getting passed by Cole Wilson. All right, ooh. Wilson in the wall slightly. Havarilla is getting loose down the back straightaway. He looks like he's gonna maybe save it. Yes, he will.
Second time he got loose down that back stretch. Most of these guys are saying tightness, but Havrilla is getting loose off of corners.
Matt Grab is now third. Hunsicker moves up to fourth. Ortiz slots back in fifth. Miller is sixth. And some others around the field.
Seems like there was a lot of speed in this track, and oh my, there goes Clausen.
And here's the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series test car, driven by Cameron Chandler.
Yeah, I can confirm the car on entry is really tight, and then if you jump on the gas too early, it does get really loose off corners, especially off of turn 2.
You know what? I'm gonna test my also.
See him head down the back straightaway in the 3 and 4.
Cameron,
Oh.
20 bucks, you go fastest.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I might have to go get some fresh tires.
Well, and it's coming out of Ethan's pocket, so it's not mine.
Yeah, Ethan, we really do appreciate you paying for these extra TCMC cars, so we can bring cars to the test track every, oh my god! Yeah, I don't, these two knuckleheads hit the wall and I kinda got scared of them.
And Miller and Lucas Lewis, two playoff drivers, side by side ahead of him.
We're gonna have we have a lot more playoff drivers in this than the Xfinity race.
Yeah.
Yikes. And there goes Matthew in the back.
Oh my god, Miller's a maniac!
All right, back onto the racetrack goes Hunsicker and Donahue. Oh, Miller gonna crash.
And Miller already took them both out.
I told you, he's a maniac.
And he's back up into the wall hard.
Reminder, folks, Miller is Ethan's driver.
Yeah, I would say their team nickname, but again, production, please don't fire me.
Here comes Logan Giesbrett on the racetrack. Did not make the playoffs this season. And he's going to be trying to go in one of his pretty good looking throwbacks. Cherry stops. Here is Havrilla still trying to rip the boards. He's currently 8th. Oh, he's getting loose.
Yeah, it's the same thing. He's giving it too much throttle off corner. Because you don't want to excessively push your tires. You kind of want to wait till you got grip in them.
Oh no, I got Cole J. Wilson in front of me, so I don't know how much longer the test car will be on track.
Might
Here
have to roll
is-
up a backup.
Oh, and he's slowing down.
But take a look at this somewhere.
Yeah, we might want to.
Okay, yeah, we passed him safely. He gave a nice little middle finger out the window, but we made it past him.
See John Butler
Okay.
following in the line with Erdman ahead of him.
Oh my god! My god!
Matt Grab, top of the board.
Yeah, we talked about it. Matt Grab looking to sweep the weekend for the first time in his career. Looking for his first ever Cup win as well.
We have a huge crash in turn 4. Cole Wilson is an
Payson Lindsay's
absolute...
in the pit barrels.
Yeah, Cole Wilson decided that the track doesn't apply to him and went all the way to the inside wall. It absolutely murdered me. So we're gonna need another test car.
Hold up, guys, we got it announced. Was that a new Duolingo car?
It might have been in one of the throwbacks. Yeah, it is. It's a throwback, I think.
I don't think that was a throwback.
It looks a little, I don't know, kind of. Actually, no. It's a winter scheme. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Ethan, how could you think that's a throwback?
Yeah, I was
it's-
about to say, I'm not sure what this was banned in real life.
It would be cool to see a Duolingo car.
I mean,
Well,
who knows? He could be throwing it back to himself, and we just never saw that
Yeah.
card before.
you see, so back at Daytona, M&F Racing hired Juan Cobbs Jr. to do a part-time start for us, but he ended up running an anime car, so he's now permanently banned from M&F Racing headquarters. So, sorry, Juan, but we don't accept that around M&F Racing.
Man, so they trashing the cars in practice all the time is perfectly fine, but an anime card, no.
Oh
And there
yeah.
goes half of Ethan's subscribers.
As somebody blinks and there's Erdman down the back straightaway.
We're obviously joking, fans. Please don't get mad at us. Don't make another hate video on us.
What is Cole doing?
Wilson, yeah, he's a menace.
Which one?
Oh, he's
my
here. Perfect. Yeah, the
gosh.
menace is here.
Oh, that's gonna be a big hit.
Well, yeah, basically.
And Cole Wilson
Oh,
just
Killed
pulled a
me.
David Patrick. And
Another
Richard,
huge-
no, I do not have pizza tonight.
Oh,
alright.
that's unfortunate.
I got brats.
Here's Donahue going down the front straightaway. He's currently second on the board.
There is a pile up in turn 1, and it's gone.
Almost a... Oh, Hunsiker's
Oh my
going around.
gosh! Wait! Oh gosh! Oh!
Hard on the wall.
Man, if this had BeamNG Drive, Crash Physics, jeez.
Yeah, I don't think this wouldn't be a PG game anymore.
One catch fence crash, your screen just alt F4s you out of the race.
Here comes Donahue and Lewis back on track. White will go to second. Macrap still top of the board.
Not by much. I don't know what the exact lap time that is, but that is not by much.
Raiden Huntsnacker is currently terrorizing the FedEx car.
He's gonna pay for
And
that.
Yeah, he's currently attempting the pit maneuver, man. He's failing at it. Oh,
there
and
we
he's
go.
not successful.
Oh,
Pit successful. And he might, I thought he
Oh,
was
if it wasn't for Lucas Lewis, I would have not hit anything.
Let's see on our screens you hit nothing.
Not
Other
good.
than the wall.
And let's do the Pace and Lindsay special real quick.
What's that to be exact?
oh.
Oh my, that!
Kind of a wreck here. Oh, Hunsiker hard on the wall. Oh.
He
Okay,
just pulled
thanks.
a Jimmy Johnson.
Thank you, iRacing. Here comes Bryce Benton on to the racetrack in the number 25 machine, and another good-looking throwback. Budweiser here on the machine. And yeah, so Bryce Benton, of course, tried to make the Cup Series playoffs, just fell up short in Daytona, and he misses the playoffs for his first Cup season. Here comes Aiden Donahue, Flames throwback. William
Oh
Byron.
my!
Ortiz lost to, or not Ortiz, Bain lost to Ortiz at Daytona. So,
I can't
stuff
tell if
happens, but next season.
So Aiden Donahue is running technically a William Byron throwback, but it's supposed to be a Jeff Gordon throwback.
Yeah. But also, Aiden Donahue runs throwbacks every weekend, so.
Yeah, it's a normal scheme for Aiden Donahue. It's, oh, spinning down the back straightaway. Oh, that's going to be a hard hit.
Oh! Concussion!
Him and that Connor has right now.
Yep.
So, of course, these are the last 7 races of the Cup Series season.
Oh, Donahue! Oh!
Oh, want
Cobb
to get
Jr.
to it?
almost
Nope.
went up and over.
Here comes
Oh,
M&F
no.
Racing driver Juan Cobbs Jr.
Yeah, might get us sued by that one, Ethan. Good going. They need money too, because of Cole Clausen.
Cameron, do you downshift to 4th gear in turn 1?
Turn 4.
This
Why are
is...
you asking for advice from the?
Yeah.
You're asking for advice
Miller,
from the
get
the
out.
test car.
Leave the
You're
booth.
faster than me.
That's pretty upsetting.
Stacy jumped to 10th.
I'm dead again.
Oh, in the wall is Cole Wilson. Here on the back straightaway. So 9 minutes to go as we watch Cole Wilson for a bit. And he, oh, okay.
Yeah, he's gonna try to do some wild stuff, some illegal stuff as we are hearing him obviously.
I think
don't know
he's
what
trying to get to
muted.
Cameron.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, yeah. Thanks for the warning. I'll be sure to
Yeah.
avoid
And he's,
him.
No, he broke his suspension.
and he's gonna
And it's rolling.
crash. Right in front of Matt Grab, who's gonna get
Oh my
destroyed.
gosh.
His former teammate gets absolutely destroyed. How would it, okay.
Wait, what?
Well, Cole Wilson was complaining before about the car, about how he was handling. So
The Duolingo car wanted to teach him the infield.
All right, 8 minutes to go in practice at Darlington.
Why is there a bounce? Oh. Alright. What is he doing? Cole just killed someone.
Oh,
Yeah,
on the back
there's
straightaway.
murders happening all over the racetrack right now.
Final
Oh,
10 minutes. Oh my gosh. Get the UPS driver off the track.
Yeah, that may or may not have been caused by the test. The test car.
all right. Hunsiger goes fastest, as my ticker is doing the same thing it was doing last night again. So let me try to see what's going on with that again. Oh, Matt Grab went around.
The track is starting to get faster.
Right in the top of the board. Oh my frames. Oh, there it goes. Better.
it called my attention how tight the field really is, especially in the top 7. Take away myself and Cameron Tyler. They were not racing tonight. Separated by only 7 1,000ths of a second. So, well, 71 thousandths of a second. So it's going to be pretty interesting for sure.
All right. Down the front stretch goes
Right.
Matt Grab and Braden Hunsicker.
And shout out to the fans that are in the chat supporting Andrew Stacy.
Oh.
He's really happy to have y'all.
Crash down here is Chandler's still making laps. He's paying for all the laps. It's $1,000 a lap he makes. By the way, I didn't tell him that.
Yeah, I get paid $1,000.
No,
But every time
he
he
had
wrecks, it's
Yeah,
off
so
the paycheck.
2,400. Ethan currently owes me, and I'm about to go back on for another run.
I am wondering why is Cole Clausen blocking pit road? That is crazy.
Hey, Cole Clausen, try to see if you can exit the track somehow.
That might be a little bit hard.
There's some names I would be calling some people in here, but production has warned me that I need to calm down my my insults on drivers on the field. So
Oh.
oh my
This
god,
should
and
end well.
I have another
no.
menace in front of me.
Oh. That's a terrible
Oh
hit.
no!
What a bad crash.
Get out
lost
the
him.
casket.
All right, down the front stretch we get. Oh. iRacing braking itself. That's nice. There we go. Never done that before, but all right.
There's a wall there, Wilson.
My bad, Donnie. Oh my god.
Oh, in the wall, Juan Cubs Jr. They make contact down in the back straightaway, nearly side by side, and going back in the third. Oh, he got taken out.
Oh my gosh, there goes Ortiz.
Matt Grab back to the top of the board.
Good lap for Matt Grab. He is once again fastest.
Yeah. And goes Stacy, still in 10th, as We
How
got some
about the
requests.
test car to fourth?
Wait, what?
Yep, the test car is set going fourth quick.
That
and
will
I
be
almost flew the engine.
that will be an extra bonus for actually being fast. So
Yeah, I heard if I get quick time, I get a massive bonus.
I don't know who said
which
that.
is like
but-
a dollar more.
Oh no, it's a lot more than $1. This mac and cheese grab is now in front of me. And there's a Duolingo card driving in reverse.
Mac and cheese is crazy. Let's say it.
Oh! Almost
Oh
a
my
mess
God!
there. On the back straightaway, there's
Wait,
Andrew
hold up.
Stacy.
Hey, who's doing my? Oh my gosh! And
Yeah,
Dylan Banks has connected.
I have just been annihilated by Braden Huntsnacker, so Ethan, pay up for another car.
Nope. As we see here, Cole Wilson, he's throwing it back to Brad Keselowski's 2012 championship-winning car. That's what that is. We got Payson Lindsay in the 99.
Well, the only driver Brad Keselowski who could technically beat Jimmy Johnson in his prime.
Oh, and Cole Clausen died again. Oh, Cole didn't own that part of the track yet.
Alright, as we head down into 1 and 2 once again. There's Cobbs Jr., there is Donahue. In the wall goes Matthew White. Others in the wall. More on pit road. Here's CJ Erdman. Here's Carlos Ortiz.
Oh my God, you probably missed that save, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yep, he did.
Unbelievable.
You gotta remember, he missed the flip at Atlanta when it was.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
didn't
miss
even
it.
see it.
I
No,
didn't-
you didn't miss it. You
It was
somehow
on the
didn't see
broadcast,
it,
though. It was on the broadcast.
Yeah, but you didn't see it.
I mean, it was I was focusing on the finish. So
That's not a good excuse. It was right in front of your
You're-
face. As I
Who won that?
also
Wait,
can
hold up.
report,
Ethan, who won that race then?
Cameron Chandler.
oh,
Get
yeah,
out.
I wasn't even in the race.
Get out. Actually, folks, oh, Butler to 5th! He beat out Cameron Chandler, which means he is not in the top 5 anymore. Which means his bonus will not be there.
Here comes Nicholas
I just
Martinez
got
in the 48.
I can also report the dirty air is going to be a massive problem, especially off of turn 2. If you're
Yeah, that's
right
how-
behind a car.
Xfinity, that was just the whole race.
Yeah, this might be even worse though. I'd expect to see quite a few guys knock down the wall coming off of 2.
Cole, okay.
Cole! Oh wait, no, that's a wall ride. That was a wall ride and a half. I was like, no shot. Aiden Donnie to technically 3rd because someone likes to cheat.
So
Yeah, the wall
Clausen-
ride is pretty fast.
Clausen goes 0.2 faster than the rest of the field.
That's just speed. Oh my, we have a horrible crash. Oh,
Where is
Reddit-
that?
Oh
Front
my
straightaway.
gosh.
Front straightaway, big pile up. Multiple
Bring
cars
the
in body.
body back.
Oh,
Cole just count Cole
Donahue.
Clausen. Cole
Oh
Clausen.
man,
That was
there goes
impressive
Miller.
from Cole Clausen. I
Miller
don't know how he
has
didn't
his
turn
roof
off the wall.
lifting.
Yeah, that was
Right.
a pretty poor incident from all drivers involved.
Oh! Martinez just ran in Aiden Donahue. These two had an interesting night in Nashville
A lot of
earlier
people
in the season.
not too happy with Martinez.
We'll
There's
see
a
how
couple
that
cars.
goes tonight.
Oh
What
my!
cars? Oh my gosh.
Did
Who
you see
is-
that?
Wait, who's it? Is that Stacy?
Yeah, Stacy just sent
And
it in
no,
from Mars.
Stacy just sent it in. With 10 seconds left in this
Oh.
practice session. Oh no, Duolingo. Andrew Stacy has claimed another.
Oh! Braden Hunsicker.
Oh!
All right, and that'll do it in practice. Qualifying's coming up. Cole Clausen technically leads it. But if we're-
Technically.
What do you mean technically? That was
Yeah,
that's
the raw
pure
speed from
man.
Cole Clausen
Pure
is
speed.
remarkable. Yeah, raw speed.
Yeah, okay.
Pure talent to
Unbelievable
keep
that
it
we
off-
don't believe
keep
it
it on
is.
the wall, and not
Yeah.
spin.
Yeah, just look at the cornering speed from the 71, whatever your number is.
Way higher than anyone else. By a mile.
That's just all skill.
Why is it open qualifying?
Oh no.
Yeah, what a move
this
by
is
the
fine.
FedEx Racing officials.
Okay, we don't talk about this. It's single car qualifying in Darlington.
Nope, no, it's not. Let's not act like we're blind.
Must
Wow.
have
What are we
Okay.
doing over here? Very unprofessional.
This is a road course. We decided,
Cole-
you know what? Oh, we're gonna flip down
Oh
here.
my gosh!
He decided he was gonna go all speed to the old pit road, and yeah.
All right, whatever. Qualifying's underway. So you got
Whatever. Oh my.
you got more than 2 laps to do it. Braden
but we
Hunsicker
got
down into
factors
1 and 2.
like dirty air. We got factors like dirty air, for example. So
Gonna see how much draft can be a factor too.
So it's the Southern 500. It's one of the NASCAR's weirdest racetracks. So might as well, like we thought, we might as well change up the qualifying a bit.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Nice
This
voice
was definitely
crack.
intentional.
Here's Nicholas Martinez trying to get around Matt Grab as Matt Grab wants to try to set a fast lap here as they head down the front straightaway. Side by side. Now Andrew Stacy falls out of line. Here comes McKinney in the 01 on track. It's a busy Darlington Raceway in qualifying. One of the strangest qualifying sessions you'll ever see.
Yeah, we're back to 2019. This format.
Hunsicker's top of the board. White is second. Miller's third. Martinez is sending it into the wall. And he's got
Just gonna
Bryce
ruin-
Benson.
Ruin his and Bryce's lap. As they're gonna race each other for some reason, and Bryce is gonna give up.
Grab will go in 7th. So you got to just set if you start a lap before the checkered flag comes out, you're able to finish it. White will go to 2nd place. Hayden Donahue top of the board.
Yeah, we got 5 laps of this, so, or not 5 laps, 5 minutes. Donnie is in the wall.
Practicing
Hunsicker's
his
fastest.
Got 2 Hello Kitty cars off turn 4 right next to each
That's-
other.
Yeah, that's not. Why? That's my only question. Why?
Oh my gosh, bro.
I don't think that was intentional.
I don't, because McKinney was the one that first started it, right?
Yeah. I think Carlos just decided he wanted to run one too, and
All right,
happened?
so here we go. 2 minutes to go in qualifying. Braden Hunsicker so far top of the board. Hayden Donahue is 2nd. Martinez will go in 5th.
And goes Stacy to 7th. Oh, and up to 4th goes Matt Grab. Peyton Lindsay now 7th.
And the wall in the back straightaway is Braden Hunsicker. That maybe is qualifying over. If you can't get it back going, here is Brad Havrilla. Currently 7th on the board. Matt Grab is only 6th. He's definitely going to want to improve if he can, as Andrew Stacy's going to pull off down the back or front straightaway. Havrilla improves up to 6th. Martinez goes to 4th. Our ticker is still being stupid. It was working in testing when I did that. Here comes Dylan Banks, but now it's deciding it's not going to work. So it's typical.
That typical is crazy.
Here is Carlos Ortiz. Down the front straightaway in the 1 and 2. And now here's down the back straightaways. Ortiz Andrew Stacy's currently 14th. Needs to improve a bit.
And it's actually and goat Stacy. You gotta make sure you say that.
As they head down into 1 and 2, here comes Payson Lindsay. So far, still fast. This is Braden Hunsicker looking for the pole. Watch this lap by Aiden Donahue. Ortiz is going to go 8th. Aiden Donahue is 2nd still. Dylan Banks is 8th on that first lap for him. Here is Stacy. Where is Matt Grab? Here is Matt Grab to 3 and 4. Got to be one of your favorites for the pole. Off the wall he goes, driving it down, getting momentum down the front straightaway. He goes nearly in the wall. Matt Grab across the line. Currently 8th. He's going to, I believe, stay P8. Yes, he will. Matt Grab does not improve.
Matt Grab isn't the one that can set a quick qualifying lap. He's just not just one shot fast pace. No, you got to give him time. Let him do strategies and work those tires, and he'll be there at the end.
All right, checker flag is in the air, so these drivers are not going to be able to get to their lap. So currently, it's Braden Hunsicker on provisional pole. Matt Grab was the third. Good pickup for him. Here comes Aiden Donahue down the front straightaway, trying to
I
improve
take
Dylan Banks in
everything
the wall.
back. I take everything back that I just said, but either way, Matt Grab is good at tire saving and whatnot.
Donahue is second. Here comes Matthew White. Final push for him. Currently fourth. Matthew White will stay fourth. Oh.
Oh.
And with all this finishing up, Braden Hunsicker's on pole in Darlington.
He did say this is his favorite track, and apparently the Braden downfall is still happening. Ethan.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I mean, last time we said it wasn't happening, he got taken out, like, pretty badly.
Welcome live to one of our crown jewel events. It's the season number 3, Southern 500. And it kickstarts the Cup Series playoffs.
Darlington, well, was NASCAR's first super speedway built in 1950, and the reason why it has this shape was because 5 points. So Harold Brasington wanted to build a racetrack after attending the 1948 Indianapolis 500. He said, "If Tony Holman can do it here, I can do it back home." And he bought 70 acres from a farmer called Sherman Ramsey, but he made a deal to not disturb his minnow pond at the west side of the property, which was turns 3 and 4. So that's why this racetrack has the shape it has, and most of this that I just said was taken away by Wikipedia.
All right, so still waiting for a lot of the field to come in here. And we'll be underway at the Darlington Raceway in just a few moments. It's the Southern 500.
See, we study.
One of the longest races of the season. So, of course, once again, to tell who's a playoff driver and who's not, it's going to be on the left side of your screen. You got P's next to the names. Unfortunately, the one on Lucas Lewis didn't work for whatever reason. I think it's because we had L. Lewis, because there's 2 Lewises, and it decided not to put the P at the end. So, thank you, Ticker, for that. But anyways, we are going to get ready to go in Darlington. All right, guys, any final thoughts before we head off?
We will have a sport enter.
Hopefully not, but I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, so Braden Hunsicker starts on the pole. His first pole in a while. To his outside is Aiden Donahue, your regular season champion. Row number 3 lining up. Matt Grab, your Xfinity winner last night, and Season 1 Cup Series champion Matthew White. Row number 3 will consist of teammates Nicholas Martinez and Ashton Miller. Row 4, Jamie McKinney, Brad Haverilla, and row 5 is Dylan Banks and Carlos Ortiz, and the rest of your top 20 is on the left side of your screen. Welcome live to Darlington Raceway. It's the Southern 500.
Hey, Ethan Trendler. We have a
1-1.
faster pair.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait.
We have a faster pair.
Oh my god.
Did we report that apparently we have a faster pair? Or...
Yes, we have a faster pair.
Yep.
Oh
Okay.
my god, bro.
Oh no.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I literally set all the settings to what they normally were.
I don't know how this
Did you
took you,
accidentally
like...
set it to the...
Okay, well, full cautions are off. Yeah, for
I
some
wonder if
reason
you
a fast repair is on.
I wonder if you set it
FNL
to
rates.
the, yeah.
Yeah, the FNL
Oh my
setting.
god.
Speaking of which, tomorrow, my car comes back.
Alright, but anyways, let's forget about this. They got a little bit of an extra buffer, which honestly isn't the worst thing at Darlington. Could help. Here
If there's
we
any
go.
track to have it, this is the one. So that's kind of a good thing.
I
The
would've
Cup,
raced under
the
this-
Cup
this
Series
season.
playoffs start tonight. Braden Hunsicker, Aiden Donahue on the front row. And the season number 3 NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series Southern 500 is underway from Darlington.
Oh, the roll around!
He will hit the
Into
wall, and he saves it though as they head down in 1 and 2. Side by side, Aiden Donahue and Braden Hunsicker for the top spot in lap number 1. Door to door, who's going to lead the first lap of the playoffs and the Southern 500? it'll be your regular season champion, Aiden Donahue, taking the lead. Down into 1 and 2 they go. Donahue currently leading now your pole sitter Hunsicker back into second place. You got Matthew White on his bumper. There is Nicholas Martinez in the fourth. McKinney up the racetrack. Ashton Miller almost looking to his inside. Dylan Banks back there. You get Cole Wilson going wide. And they're 3 wide on the back straightaway already.
Yeah, Erdman hit the wall. Cole Wilson might have got spooked a little bit. Gave him a ton of room to gather back up, and they all survive.
As they head down the front straightaway here at Darlington on lap number 3. Matthew White now trying to get to the back bumper of his teammate Braden Hunsicker. As they head down in the back straightaway, are almost single file for most of the field already. It's a long race as now Ashton Miller moves down to the inside of the 01 and McKinney. Looking for that spot. You also get Nicholas Martinez running the boards. Oh, Miller!
Oh!
Completely sideways off corner exit. He will save it and drop back in line. Back to the inside, though, is Carlos Ortiz on the 88 of Dylan Banks. There is Martinez in the 48. Hunsicker in his second place, and Donahue currently leading after taking the lead from your pole sitter, Braden Hunsicker in the 6th. Hunsicker starting to get loose. He's got White on his bumper, and Martinez closing up quick.
Yeah, Martinez is running that really high lane that might be wearing out his tires more, though, as he goes to the inside of White.
Battle for third. Matthew White, Nicholas Martinez. Side by side, Martinez drops back in line.
Martinez is not fighting for a championship, so he can will to take more gambles and not have any effect, because all he's wanting to do really here is to win every race he runs. So it's going to be interesting how the difference between the playoff drivers and the non-playoff drivers last timers.
Yeah, of course, Martinez, unfortunately for him, did not advance to the playoffs. You saw Bryce Benson in the back in the 25. He's currently up to P11 around Payson Lindsay in the 99, who currently runs in 12th. There's Lucas Lewis currently running 9th, decent run for him so far, as they head down the front straightaway. And here's Martinez back to the inside of White. Side by side, now almost contact
Whoa.
between White and Martinez. Martinez going to back out of it, and Matthew White will clear him once again, and nearly in the wall is the 12.
And there's helping McGrath and Jimmy McKinney in the 01 car.
McGrath currently running 5th. Of course, usually is very, very good on the long runs. We saw that last night in Darlington when he won the Xfinity race, and we'll see what he can do tonight. One of the fastest in practice. Got McKinney on his back bumper, who's almost looking to the inside. Here is Dylan Banks and Carlos Ortiz battling for 7th. Oh, big check up there for Lucas Lewis ahead of Ashton Miller. Lewis currently running 9th, Miller currently running 10th. 9 laps into the Southern 500. And Martinez starting to close on White. Got a battle here going on side by side between Miller and Lucas Lewis. Miller's going to get a good run, as now Benton will move down to the inside of Lewis. They race down the back straightaway. Lewis may be losing 2 positions from this.
Yeah, Lewis came over the radio, told Miller he's just going to let him by there.
Maybe starting to struggle for the 73 of Lucas Lewis as they battle side by side here between Benton and Lewis for P10. Oh, contact! Benton got into the side of Lewis, and they are going to all save it. Here comes Martinez down the back straightaway. Where he gonna go? He'll go to the outside on Matthew White, trying to
All the way
gain some
against the
momentum.
wall.
He's got a run. Where's he gonna go? He's gonna look to the inside, and he's gonna
gonna
clear
send it on
Matthew
in.
White.
Yeah, better off this early in the race. You want to kind of save your tires and not push. So, smart decision by Matthew White instead of fighting him.
McKinney got into the wall a little further back. He's going to gather it back up and continue.
Here he is still battling with Matt Grab. You can see the highest one on the wall is Nicholas Martinez. Hunsicker and Donahue aren't really on the wall too much, but Martinez now trying to look down to the inside, and Braden Hunsicker, your pole sitter. He's there.
Martinez is really stepping up the gas, and it's only lap 12, so I don't know how this is going to fare like 30 laps into this race.
I mean, he's got to be betting on an early race caution.
Nicolas Martinez is shifting at least in turns 3 and 4, and that makes your car faster as there is more RPM. So here he comes to the bottom. He makes some contact there with Braden Hunsicker.
They almost got together, Hunsicker and Martinez. That's going to give Donahue a bit of breathing room behind him as they head down the back straightaway, and Donahue trying to pull away from Braden Hunsicker. Back up to the outside is Martinez. Now Matthew White going to try to get into this battle once again. He's on the back bumper of the 48. Oh, big loose moment for the 21 of Ortiz.
Yeah, Carlos Ortiz said before the race that he was feeling pretty good before this race, and that this is his best chance, in his opinion, to win in this season his first race in the NASCAR Racing FedEx Cup Series. So let's see what turns out to be, how the night turns out for him. And Jamie McKinney also, he said a way shorter answer. He said feeling great. That's all he said.
Yeah,
so
Jamie.
let's see how these both drivers, these drivers can do for tonight.
Jamie McKinney currently running in 7th. He won at Martinsville in the Cup Series last season. As this battle continues to rage on between these three, Hunsicker, Martinez, and White. Where is Martinez going to make his move? He's going to the outside to try to gain some momentum, but that, of course, that's going to wear your tires. He's going to have a bit of a run on Braden Hunsicker down the front straightaway here, coming on lap 15.
As the sun goes down here in South Carolina, these track conditions are going to start cooling down, but the grip levels and just speed overall will start kicking up a notch.
Yeah. As now to the outside goes the 40. Oh, he's in the wall.
Into the wall.
Can't wall ride. That's completely illegal, but he's going to get it out of the wall and avoid doing that. And he's almost looking to the inside on Hunsicker. Stays in line for now.
Martinez is just pushing that car a lot, and that's going to cost him for sure later in the run.
Oh, he tapped the wall again.
He's trying to pass Braden Hunsicker, but it is not working since the next gen has way worse dirty air than the Xfinity car does. And here comes Matthew White to the inside, out of turn 4.
White trying to get him back, and he gets loose. Went to the inside of Martinez, and he got loose himself.
Already hard to pass at this track in general, and this dirty air on the next gen makes it even harder. As you can see, Martinez is way faster than Hunsicker, but can't find any way to get around him.
Yeah, it's a multi-lane track technically at Darlington, but it's extremely tough to try to make any sort of pass here at the track Too Tough to Tame. That's why it's called Too Tough to Tame. I don't know what iRacing's doing there. Okay. Having big issues with the lag. Yeah, I don't know. It's lagging really badly.
Yeah, that cameraman fell asleep and shut off his camera for a second.
Matthew White. I don't know what. There he is. Okay.
Oh, Cole Clausen attacked the wall entering turn 1.
Clausen currently running in 14th. Now Martinez coming with momentum once again on Hunsicker. He's down to the inside, got a big run off corner exit, and he's looking for second. He's gonna try to pull a slide job on Hunsicker, and Hunsiker's in the wall. That is not gonna help the 6 machine. He's gonna have to try to.
Oh! The wall again goes Martinez.
And now White to the inside.
Martinez is really desperate. Like he's impatient, I should say. And now here comes Matthew White and Mike Grapp in the 53 in 5th place.
I mean, it's been a frustrating season for him. He's missed the playoffs. He's got nothing to lose, and now Matt Grabb looking to get around both of these guys. Side by side between Martinez and White yet again.
Matt Grapp pushed Matthew to try to get around Martinez as a couple cars attacked the turn 2 wall, but they're still side by side going into 3 and 4.
Door-to-door battle, good battle in the Southern 500. As where's Grabb? He's going to take him 3 wide. Down the front straightaway they go. Now he's trying to get around Matthew White. White was able to get it behind Martinez, and he will clear Matthew White. And Matt Grab is in the wall, but he's up to 4th. And Matthew White back to P5.
And that's the lack of side force in the racing because Carlos Ortiz hits the wall there coming off turn 2. Makes it so that you can be side by side a lot more easier. For example, yesterday in the Xfinity race, you saw that the drivers going side by side into turn 1, they lost control and had to back off and let the other driver go. So that's kind of an advantage, I should say, for the next gen car.
Martinez is still driving that machine hard at the track that you gotta save tires the most, and one of the longest races of the year. He is going like it's a sprint. Here comes Matt Grab. Where's he gonna go? Once again, as the run continues to wear on, Matt Grab gets faster and faster, and he's down to the inside of Martinez for 3rd. Oh, he puts him in the wall.
Martinez in the wall.
Yeah, Matt Grab, it looks like he just slid up the racetrack, put Martinez in the wall. Now Matthew White on the back bumper of the 48 machine.
He's loose.
They both get checked up.
Matt Grab says, my bad, my bad. So he recognizes his responsibility on the wreck, and as we see some left front damage to the 48 machine of Nicolas Martinez.
Yeah, he's got to be careful with that. Of course, because it's Darlington, they get a fast repair. First time ever in the Cup Series.
And was not planned.
Here comes Ashton Miller down the back straightaway. He's coming to this battle. He's currently running in 6th. He's slowly but surely made his way up through the field as now Matthew White goes down to the inside of Martinez. Oh, he's in the wall. Martinez is loose. They slide. And here comes Miller. Oh my God.
Martinez almost cleaned out Matthew there.
Nearly got Ashton Miller. He's going to fall back into P6. This 48 car is not driving well after being slammed into the wall. And here comes Ashton Miller. He's on the bumper of Matthew White. Martinez back in the wall.
It must be painful that he has a fast repair because otherwise he will just be out of contention to win this race.
And he's pitting.
Great
Yeah.
call, though.
Burnt up his tires and those wall hits. Definitely not going to feel good for him.
We'll see if he takes his... Giesbrecht is on pit road as well. We'll see if he takes his fast repair or not. I'd have to imagine he would, but it's early to do that.
Oh, Ortiz into a wall hard coming up turn 2.
Carlos Ortiz hammers the wall down here. Now
Logan
Miller.
Giesbrecht has manually disconnected from this race.
All right, only on lap 28, our first retirement, apparently. Looking down here, Martinez is getting 4 fresh Goodyear tires. He did take a fast repair as well.
Now he's going to be down a fast repair, so since he's going to be in the back, if he gets caught up in a late race wreck, it's going to probably be a race ender.
Here is Matt Grab trying to chase down Braden Hunsicker, and Donahue, with all this chaos, has pulled them out to a 2.5 second lead. Side by side between teammates Payson Lindsay and Bryce Benton. And Lindsay will clear the 25.
Yeah, Payson, with that win at Daytona, not only gained more playoff points, but also gained a lot of relief of knowing you have won already a race. So the only thing he has to do now as he hits the wall coming into turn 1 is just win at the fans call a real racetrack, like this one at Darlington Raceway. So
Yep.
let's go the ninth turn 4.
Remember, in the beginning of the year, he went 6 races with all top 10s. Then, of course, Texas broke that streak, but he's had a lot of momentum and a lot of potential. So maybe he can have a breakout and actually win at a real track.
Yeah, he definitely wants to do that sometime soon. I don't know if you would call Michigan a real track. I guess it kind of is. Oh, as Miller's in the wall. He could have a good shot at winning Michigan next week. As Miller getting momentum, where's he going to go? He's in the wall once again. He's got to probably stop doing that if he wants to keep his car clean. Can't do that too. Oh, Matt Grab hit the wall. It is just so easy to do here at Darlington. Ian and Donahue out to almost a 3-second lead already. And here's our pole sitter, Braden Hunsicker, currently running in 2nd. 32 laps into Darlington. We've been all green so far. Halfway break coming up in just about 60 laps time. Let's ride here with Dylan Banks. He currently runs in 6th. He's been quiet as of late. Really hasn't been flashy or anything, but he's been able to keep the car clean, and he's got 2 wins on the year, of course, earlier in the season, Martinsville and Texas. And he's looking to just have a decent day today. This battle continues to go on between the 4 of them, and Donahue is just putting on some great times ahead of them. Matthew White, I'm kind of surprised he fell back that early on. I think that just the track position he didn't have to start the race really hurt him. Dylan Banks' car, for some reason, doesn't say playoffs. It did when I had it on the league, but whatever. Picker is not being nice today.
Miller looking to the inside of White. Wasn't able to get it done in turn 1. He's going to have a run down the backstretch.
He's going to look inside. He'll go back outside, and now Mac Rabb starting to check up ahead of Matthew White.
Matthew really threw it into the corner there.
We just had some major contact in the back of the field around battle for 12th place about. Looks like Lewis got into the side of Bryce Benton, and me and Butler got a little bit collected, but everyone saved it.
All right, we keep green back there, of course. There's Havrilla, and here comes Aiden Donahue, and this 4-car group.
Yeah, Donahue is just checked out from the top.
We have a wreck on the back straightaways. Andrew Stacy hurrying to the inside wall, caused by Nicolas Martinez there.
We'll see if he gets it back going. If he does, wouldn't be a caution. He's still sitting here. He's trying to get rolling again.
He's getting rolling.
And he's going to bring that thing back to pit road from the looks of it. It's definitely not going the right direction, but luckily for him, he has a faster pair. Andrew Stacy slams the wall on the back straightaway. We'll keep it green.
Yeah.
There goes Stacy. It's down a faster pair. So 2 cars already don't have a faster pair anymore.
Oh, looks like McKinney just got put in the wall by Butler.
Yep.
There's a lot of tempers going on right now. Martinez got into the back of Stacy, sent him around, and they are currently arguing over the voice chat.
And here's to the inside is Matthew White on Mac Rabb. Mac Rabb tried to go down to the inside on Hunsicker. Just did not work out. He lost momentum. And but it threw in the wall.
Ooh.
Mac Rabb slams the wall down here. That's going to be big for him.
Yep. CJ Ehrman retires from the race, 2nd retirement of the day. Of the night, I should say.
Here is White back on the outside, getting pushed by Ashton Miller. Mac Rabb back there as well, side by side. And Matthew White's in the wall, and Mac Rabb through his inside, and they're 3 wide for a second, down the front straightaway with Ashton Miller. Here comes Dylan Banks trying to get in the battle as well.
Yeah, and we are having already green flag pit stops. Carlos Ortiz in the 21 is about to pit. He said it on the chat, pitting in. So I assume he's coming into the pits in the next few laps.
To the inside goes Miller on Mac Rabb. Mac Rabb is starting to struggle all of a sudden here on lap 40.
Yep, Ortiz and McKinney both coming into the pits.
Yeah,
So-
a really tough and narrow pit entrance here at the Darlington Raceway. 45 miles per hour is the speed limit. And, well, let's see how this pit green flag cycle turns out.
Now, Dylan Banks has gotten around Mac Rabb. Grab's going to be back to 6th place. To the outside goes Miller on White. And Miller's got momentum to the outside. He's got a good run on Matthew White. And he is going to take that spot away. Up the 3rd goes Ashton Miller. And back on pit road, you can see McKinney, 21 of Ortiz. Andrew Stacy still trying to get that thing repaired.
Yeah, he didn't drive it back to the pits. He had to get a tow. So that's going to really hurt his race.
Yeah, already 4 laps down. He's going to need a lot more cautions.
42 laps into the Southern 500.
And
We
Jimmy
are-
McKinney gained a spot over Carlos Ortiz. Ortiz overshot his speed box, and that cost him a lot of time.
So yeah, they're back on the racetrack. Bryce Benton is pitting. As you can see, he's on pit road in the 25 machine. So they're slowly trickling to pit road. You got Brad Havrilla, who's really struggling in the 50. It's not his day so far. Side by side here between White and Banks. Juan Cobbs Jr. kind of off the pace as well. There's Benton pitting. Now Cobbs Jr. is back on the inside. He is sliding back up the racetrack nearly in the 13. Dylan Banks is in the wall in the 88, and there comes Matthew White following with him. Yeah, this is just typical Darlington, though.
Yeah, long green flag runs, especially in this long distance race, like an old school race, I should say, with the driver just putting all his talent towards this racetrack. Let's talk a little bit about Aiden Dennehy, because we haven't talked about him. Really, we haven't said anything about him. He's a Season 2 Xfinity Series champion with 10 wins. With 10 wins out of 60 races last season. And he has just dominated here tonight. And well, the advantage he has now in this green flag cycle is that he can pit later and still keep the lead. And also he has saved his tires really well. He's pulling away and away from Braden Kusiker. So let's see if Braden Dennehy can keep it like this.
Braden tacked the wall going into turn 1. Seemed to keep it under control, but Miller slowly catching up on him.
Same thing with Dylan Banks. He's coming with a momentum as well. Hunsicker's definitely struggling. Oh, in the wall goes
Grabbing
Miller.
White into the pits.
And they're going to pit back there. Here comes Matthew White, Matt Grab, trickling onto pit road here at Darlington.
Donahue also announcing he's pitting.
A lot of strategy
24.
calls.
Yeah, so your leader will be pitting. We're going to be wondering when this group's going to pit. Will Martinez elect to stay out? I would assume he would. Look at him splitting it 3 wide as Miller's pitting.
Yeah, Martinez is on
Oh my
fresher tires.
gosh.
Braden tried to pit and he
Missed
missed he missed the entry.
Here comes Miller. He pits. So Banks will cycle to the lead. You got Cole Wilson pit road. Aiden Donahue, I think he's currently pitting as well. There comes Aiden Donahue in the 24. He is trickling on the pit road. So lap 47 is underway. Green flag pit stops here in Darlington.
Yeah, Dylan Banks in the 88 National Guard machine takes the lead for now until he goes to pit road.
We're going to see if the undercut did anything. Will the overcut work out to prevail? We'll have to wait and see. He was able to
You know
cycle
what
off
I
first.
wonder? I wonder if some people forgot to turn off their fast repair and accidentally took it under these green flag pit stops.
I mean, that could be possible. That's something you don't want. That's a big mistake if people did that. Here comes Matthew White. He pitted. He's trying to go around the outside as Aiden Donahue comes back on the racetrack. Here comes White. Donahue, Banks still staying out. Same thing with Lindsey, Lewis.
No.
Hunsicker is pitting.
Banks is in.
Here comes Dylan Banks. Hunsicker is still on pit road. Here is Braden Hunsicker in the 6. 4 fresh Goodyear tires for him. You got 5 sets of tires in the pit, so pretty decent on there. It should work out with all the strategy. Here's Dylan Banks looking to take 4 fresh Goodyears. Pace and Lindsay will cycle to the race lead. Martinez, though, how about him? He's going to stay out with all of this, and he's probably going to cycle to the lead. About 10 seconds ahead of Donahue. But
Yeah,
how...
he's
Very possible, but then and again, his tires are a lot older than these fresh ones, so he's going to be caught down probably very quickly.
He's about a second off the lap times the leaders will be running. He just pitted.
Side by side here, Clausen to the inside of Lucas Lewis, who is on old tires. You can see the difference in old tires. Benson's on fresh tires, Lewis is on old tires, and he just drives right around him. Same thing with Clausen. And yeah, tires matter a whole lot here at Darlington.
Let's try to show the people how tough this racetrack really is with Braden Hunsicker. Let's go with an onboard camera with him.
Watching the wheel movements. Trying to get around Matt Grab here. He's got others on his bumper as they head down the front straightaway yet again.
Redden is one of those drivers that if you're not shifting at all, he wants to save both fuel and tires towards the end of the run.
52 laps into Darlington, so top two still need the pit. Martinez will most likely stay out. Cobbs Jr. is in the wall. Oh,
All the way around the corner.
Head of Matthew White, that could be bad. Same thing with Ashton Miller. They don't want to see that. Miller's going to follow in the line of the 13. This 13 machine is way off the pace. Not really sure what's going on with him.
I think he's trying to stay out the way of the leaders, but he's just everywhere.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. There is fresh tires on Matthew White around Payson Lindsay to unlap himself. Lindsay will continue to lead. Probably praying for a caution at this point with this strategy. Same thing with Lucas Lewis. Oh.
Starting to wonder if Payson thinks he can make it all the way on fuel. I highly doubt it, but
Stage
don't
race
see
lap.
why he fell on track.
Stage break is lap 90. He's definitely just trying to bet on a caution or something like that, if I had to imagine. But we haven't had a caution yet so far today. And he's trapping all but the top 6 a lap down. Cobbs Jr. is now pitted.
Got a huge pack off turn 2.
Yes, we got Dylan Banks now ahead of... Oh, McKinney is loose here on the back straightaway. He will save it, of course, in the 01. Payson Lindsay's
And Payson
pitting.
Lindsay's in.
So that strategy really not going to work out for him, as he will pit.
Yeah, Payson likes to take a lot of questionable moves on his strategy. I'm not sure how this is going to work out for him.
Lucas Lewis pitted as well. So that will give the lead to Martinez, who will probably stay out. Here is Dylan Banks going side by side, and now here comes Carlos Ortiz. He's going 3 wide. We'll back out of it. Probably a decent idea.
Yeah, don't want to go 3 wide here at Darlington.
This is like a back race.
Did you say this is the back rooms?
No, Packers.
Oh, that was, sorry.
Here's the 0-1 of McKinney to the bumper of Carlos Ortiz. As they will head down the back straightaway. There's the 6 of Hunsicker, the 88 of Dylan Banks, 21, the 0-1 of McKinney. Matt Grab is starting to pull away from this group. Matt Grab would be on the racetrack right now if you don't include Nicholas Martinez P4. And Martinez is getting rapidly caught up front.
Nicolas Martinez pitted there when he got all the damage and everything, so I'm not... There is the possibility he might make it to the end.
He probably will. He does not want to pit because he's going to be trapped a lap down most likely. It's a weird strategy, but it probably will work out once the stage break comes out if you don't have another caution. And we'll all reset.
Which, quick reminder of the stage break. When is it, Ethan?
Lap 90. End of lap 90, actually.
There you have it. I didn't want to do math in my head.
All right. So battle for the lead's going to be up in a minute. Here comes Aiden Donahue catching Nicholas Martinez rapidly, who's on old tires. Martinez probably will not give up a fight, but knowing him, he might. And going around the outside is Donahue, and he will not. He's going to probably just try to drop back in line. And on fresher tires, Aiden Donahue takes the lead. On lap 60.
Reminiscent of 2007 with the 24 and the 48 up front.
Here's Miller and White battling. Miller is probably faster than Matthew White. And Matthew White down the wall, so where's Ashton Miller going to try to go? Still going to stay on his bumper. They head down in 3 and 4. On the race, 120 laps to go. So yeah, this thing is going to be going on for just a bit more. We're not going to be done anytime soon.
Oh, and Payson contacting the back of Martinez sideways.
Oh, Lindsay is still loose. He's going to save it. And he's currently a lap down.
Martinez tried to let him go and said he was going low, and Payson decided that means he goes low with him.
Moncops Jr. looks more on the pace now. At least from what he was. As they head down in the 3 and 4 once again. White still battling with the 79 of Ashton Miller. So it's a long green flag run, 63 laps currently. We head down in 1 and 2. I mean, this round of 12 can't get much more different. You got the grueling Southern 500 at Darlington for the first race. Then you head to Michigan for a super speedway style race. And then we wrap it up at the Charlotte Roval for the first time ever in the Cup Series. We'll head to the Charlotte Roval for the playoff round of 12 elimination, where we will eliminate 4 drivers.
This is where versatility comes into play with drivers like Matthew White, for example, which are really good in every kind of racetrack. We're racing now, for example, at a 1.3, you could say intermediate racetrack. Then we go to a 2-mile racetrack, and then we go to a oval converted into a road course. So it's going to be really interesting how these drivers can use their versatility at its best to try to race for a championship at Kansas.
Yeah, you got to be good throughout all these rounds. Cole Clausen's one I want to watch next week in Michigan. He entered this race below the cut line, so he's going to need to do well. He's currently running 11th, so it's not going to be the greatest. Right now, I believe he is 8th of the playoff cars.
Well, I'm actually tied. I'm minus nothing, so we're doing all right here. I'm just stuck behind Benton and McKinney here, but our car seems to have a lot of speed in it, and I can't wait for later in this race. Seems like we got a pretty fast car. Oh my God, they're in the wall ahead of me, but I should probably get back to racing now.
We got a battle here going on for a second. Martinez is backing up to Matthew White and Ashton Miller. White has actually been running a bit faster than Aiden Donahue. Same thing with Ashton Miller. They've caught him a bit, but now they're gonna catch Martinez. So it's gonna be a little bit harder to pass Martinez now because the tires are a bit more even, but White will just drive around him. And it looks like Martinez is probably just gonna let them go.
Martinez was last time around 1.3 seconds lower than Aiden Donahue, the leader currently, by 7 seconds.
His tires are just about, probably at this point, almost 50 laps old, so. And everyone else is just about maybe 15. And there is Ashton Miller, still stuck behind his teammate. Goes down to the inside of Martinez, and he's still not clear. Side by side, Martinez not being nice to his teammate. They're still door to door. And Miller's finally going to clear him off. Oh, but he's in the wall. And Martinez back to the inside. And he'll take the spot back.
Yeah, Miller's not going to be happy about that.
He continues to try to gain momentum as they head down the back straightaway yet again. Oh, he's in the wall, Martinez now. Miller going low. So we come back to 21 to go till the halfway break. Matthew White ran about 0.3 quicker than Aiden Donahue that time by. And he's continuing to close. Here's the 24. You gotta be wondering, is Aiden Donahue pushing as much, or is Matthew White finally finding his stride? Donahue
Still very far back.
Donahue is loose as well. Yeah, so he's going to need to put down some really good laps if he wants to actually catch him. With 20 to go to the halfway break.
Oh, we got some contact. Bryce Benton into the side of Lucas Lewis, almost went around. Hung on to it.
These two have been battling all race long, Lucas Lewis and Bryce Benton. And nearly another collision is now side by side. Here is Lewis to the inside of McKinney. He will clear the 0-1. And Lucas Lewis is currently 15th.
Yeah, he's a lap down or two from these guys. And here comes Clausen to the outside of Benton.
Cole Clausen looking to get some good long run pace. He's going side by side with Bryce Benton. That's battle for 10th. That's the final playoff point, or stage one, I should say. And Cole Clausen would love to have it. He's to the outside. They're door to door once again. Oh, big time in the wall for Clausen. Oh, slams the wall hard. That is knocking out the handling of his number 71.
We all right.
Still side by side, and he clears Bryce Benton off corner exit. Cole Clausen into the top 10, and currently holds on to a stage point.
Yeah, the drivers did not have any playoff points before the playoffs are Aston Miller and Brad Havrida, who is currently running 2 laps down in 16th place. If the race ended right now, that would give him only 2 points, and that would cost him for the rest of the round. Then we have John Butler in the 09 machine. Then we have Lucas Lewis, who is running in 15th place. That would give him 3 points if the race ended right now. Then we have Matt Graff, who is currently running in 4th place. Really strong performance by the Texas driver. And then we have Cole Clausen, who's here in the booth with us. He was trying to fight for every stage point in order to have more points to try to race for a championship.
Here's Dylan Banks to the inside of Martinez. And he'll get into P6. So Dylan Banks, just look, he came into this race plus 13. Currently would score 5 stage points. So it would be a pretty decent score. And he just wants to try to advance into the round of 8. Gotta watch out for the 1.5 miles for Dylan Banks. He was very, very solid. Of course, he won at Texas. He dominated Martinsville. Unluckily for him, Martinsville used to be the final race in the round of 8 before the championship. But we have Bristol now in that slot. $15 to go to the halfway break. Now down to 14 to go. Matthew White is continuing to reel in Aiden Donahue for the lead. Down to about 4.9 seconds. Here is Miller in the 79. So, of course, it's been all green so far. One of the longest runs. This is probably the longest run we've had in the Southern 500 before. And these drivers still doing a nice job hanging on to it and having a good race. As we watch Ashton Miller. Here is Matthew White in the 12. We can ride along with the driver number 12 and see what he's seeing as he tries to close into Aiden Donahue. So, of course, the lights are now on here at Darlington. That is going to change some things for these drivers as White's going to head down the back straightaway in the 3 and 4. See him slowly, methodically on the gas, parallelly on the gas. He heads down here. We're looking at, here is Payson Lindsay battling using the wall. He's battling with Aiden Donahue currently.
Trying to stay on a lead lap.
Trying to get that lap back.
He's on fresher tires than Aiden.
He's continuing to come to his bumper. You also got a battle heating up between Miller and Matt Grab. Down the front stretch they go once again. Payson blinks. Donahue just trying to hold on here. Matthew White is kind of stalled out. 10 to go. back here. Here comes Matt Grab on Ashton Miller.
A little bit further back, we have Banks and Hunsaker. Miller says he might just let Matt go.
Yeah, Nicolas Martinez said earlier that he was trying to save fuel because he overused the shifting. So let's see if he can make it to the end of the stage.
He's really got to do that. If he doesn't, he's going to be trapped at least one lap down. Everyone just trying to set up for the second half of the Southern 500 with under 10 to go to the halfway break. Matt Grab continuing to close on Ashton Miller. Here comes Dylan Banks to the inside and Matt Grab to the inside now. We got two battles going on. Miller lets Grab go. They're side by side between Banks and Hunsaker. Banks to the inside for P5, and Braden Hunsaker is going to fall to 6th, but he's back on his bumper. Here comes Hunsaker once again. He is not going to fight it, and Dylan Banks is up into 5th. Matt Grab is up in the 3rd. Matt Grab is running faster than the leader. Same thing with Matthew White. He's down to 3.8 seconds. Oh, in the wall goes Miller on the back straightaway. He's just trying to bring it home here at the green, white checkered.
Payson has gotten back around Aiden Donahue.
Looking back here to see if we can find that battle. Here it is. There's Lindsay now ahead of him. Same thing with Bryce Benton. Actually, Benton's falling back down a lap now. And Donahue is going to lap Bryce Benton.
Yeah, Benton seems like his car's getting a little bit tight. Payson's going to try to get around the 01 of McKinney.
Side by side with now 5 to go to the halfway break.
Yeah, Payson Lindsay has a sticker, newer tires than those guys around him. So let's see if he can catch 10th place. That's going to be really difficult because there's only 6 laps to go till the end of the stage. He's 2.5 seconds behind Cole Clausen.
Oh, McKinney just lets Donahue go where he hit the wall, and that was what killed his momentum. And Donahue just trying to break his way through traffic here to come to the green and white checkered flag in just a couple of laps time.
Bryce is going to need to try to run down McKinney to try to get the free pass here if he
But
wants to stay on a lead lap.
He will get the wave around, though, if you're 1 lap down. If you're 3 laps down like Cavarilla is, that's not good for you. You're going to need multiple cautions to fly for your sake.
In the new grammar, he's cooked.
Yeah. Three to go to the halfway break. Hunsaker and Miller battling. Oh, Miller's up the racetrack. Now Braden Hunsaker goes inside. Side by side down the back straightaway. Oh, in the wall goes Miller. A lot of drivers probably just hoping for a breather. We've been under green this entire race so far.
Don't jinx it.
The halfway break's official anyways, as Donahue comes to 2 to go, even if there's a caution. That won the stage. Top 10 currently Donahue, White, Grab, Banks, Hunsaker, Miller, Martinez, Butler, Ortiz, Clausen. They would all get stage points.
Ooh, Miller got loose off exit. Bank is passing Miller and Hunsaker.
And Miller just trying to bring it around to the green and white check flag as Aiden Donahue will come on around to the final lap in the stage. Been a really solid showing for the driver of the 24. He started in 2nd place. Matthew White has been running him down, though. He's down to about 3.5 seconds. Not going to get him, of course. He's side by side with Benton behind him. There they go. He gets around the 25 of Bryce Benton. Through 3 and 4 goes Aiden Donahue. He is going to take the green and white checkered flag and win the stage, the first stage of the playoffs in Darlington. 2nd is going to be Matthew White. We're going to wait for the top 3 to cross the line. 3rd is going to be Matt Grab. All right. Caution's out. for the first time tonight. So stage results: Donahue, White, Grab, Banks, Hunsicker, Miller, Martinez, Butler, Ortiz, and Clausen. 9 of your 12 playoff drivers get stage points with that. Welcome to the caution number 1 of the night. It's the halfway break in Darlington. So guys, pretty clean, I guess you can say. No cautions in the first half. What do we overall think about this first half of racing in Darlington?
It was old school racing, basically. A lot of big gaps within Donahue dominating the stage. I believe he led not every single lap because of the ring flag cycles, but he led most of the stage 1, and now he gets a playoff point and 10 really valuable points for this championship.
All right, here we go. Green flag, or caution flag pit stops, I should say, underway now in Darlington for the halfway break. All right. So Aiden Donahue is going to lead them down after a 90-lap green flag run to start the race. Over halfway now in Darlington. About 90 to go. So Matthew White's going to be looking for a good stop. Some other drivers. Donahue gets to his box cleanly, so does everyone else. For fresh Goodyear tires. For everybody, all your leaders. Off pit road first, here comes Matthew White, a good stop. It'll be Aiden Donahue. Second's going to be White. Third it will be Matt Grab. Fourth will be Dylan Banks. Fifth's going to be Braden Hunsicker. And P6 will be Ashton Miller. And everybody else going to be rolling off pit road back here. As we're under the halfway break. First caution of the night.
Halfway break, so normally I'd be getting a pizza, right? But seems like Darlington's giving me some pasta for tonight. So
yeah, I don't know why. But okay, we have a restaurant right out. I actually been to the restaurant right outside of Darlington, so I guess they're catering from that.
Yeah, I won't mind it though. Oh, speaking of which, I think it's coming up here soon. Hold on.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, so we won't go green just yet. We got a bunch of cars still on pit road. And they're still exiting, so we're going to go to 1 green this time by. As we welcome you back, ready for the second half at Darlington. So guys, in the booth, it was a full green flag run for the first half. What do we expect to see in the second half?
Probably some more green flag runs. Actually, you know what? We might see a few cautions in here. Some guys who didn't use up their faster period, trying to be a little too aggressive. And yeah, it should be interesting.
So
yeah, Braden Hunsicker got a speeding penalty there on obviously pit road. He's going to the tail end of this line, so that's going to affect him a lot to a pole sitter.
Yeah, he's already not feeling good. Feeling that he needs to save some more tires, and as he was trying to report that, ended up speeding. So unfortunate for him, and hopefully for him, he can climb back through the field.
All right, so Braden Hunsicker, of course, was fastest in qualifying, and he's going to have to try to pass at this very tough racetrack to pass. So here we go. We're just about ready to go. My ticker is just dying. I don't know what it's doing. I honestly might be the P's for some reason. I don't know. It's just a thought. It's never done this before, and first time we've had the P's. So it might be that. We'll have to see if iCar works the same tomorrow.
Can we get some black flags cleared, please?
Yeah. All right, here we go. Ready to start the second half at Darlington. On lap number 96, working the first caution of the night, the halfway break, we are back to the green flag. Good start for Donahue, of course. Down to the inside goes Carlos Ortiz on Ashton Miller. Side by side here between Banks nearly and Matt Graves are going to fall back in line as they head down the back straightaway. Matthew White, oh! Matt Graves in the wall! He will slam the wall here in the back straightaway. Everyone's going to have to try to avoid him, as they all will. Matt Graff has a moment, and he slams into the fence. Up front,
Tough break for the Xfinity Series winner last night. He got some damage to his right front fender. Let's see how much does that affect him on the 53 car.
Car on the wall, John Butler back here. Lucas Lewis getting into the battle as well. Here comes Carlos Ortiz. Hey, Bryce Benton and Matt Graff all the way back into 14th place. Not at all what he wanted to see. Start off this run. Ooh, Miller on the wall just slightly. Martinez now into P5.
Oh. Paul crossing into a wall, coming off turn 4.
And oh, trouble!
Car sideways.
He will save it somehow. Lucas Lewis, but he's back onto the track with Braden Hunsicker. He's trying to hang on to it. He's very loose. He's got Lindsay on his bumper. He's going down to the inside, and Lucas Lewis hangs on to it once again. Wow.
And here comes Wilson into this fight.
Cole Wilson drives under the 73, who's going to lose multiple spots. Fall back to third. Oh, Matt Crab! Another big slide. He's in the wall hard.
Yep, that might be some tolling damage to our 53.
That is the complete opposite of what Matt Grab needed here tonight. Battle up
Got
front.
more cars on the apron up here.
Miller side by side with Martinez as they will come to lap number 100 in Darlington. 81 to go. We've just had the halfway break so far as the only caution. Side by side, down into one. Teammates Miller and Martinez. They lean on each other, door to door, and nearly in the wall is Miller. He'll slide up the racetrack and fall back into 5th. And you gotta wonder, we were asking, how are these playoff drivers gonna, or these non-playoff drivers gonna race these playoff drivers? What we've seen so far tonight, it is race them hard. With Bryce Benton now working his way on a playoff driver, John Butler.
Yeah, just because these guys are in the playoffs doesn't mean you have to move over for them. You're still going for your own race. And Martinez, he's sewing it. He is trying to win this race here.
He's around Dylan Banks. In the third goes Martinez. Will he have learned from his mistake earlier on in the race not to save tires, though? That's got to be a big question.
He is running the bottom.
And he looks, he definitely looks more
cut
conservative. Dylan Banks is starting to fall off here. He's got Miller on his bumper as they head down into 1 and 2.
Because Martinez was shifting again into turn 3 and 4, so he's not saving.
Yeah, he's hoping for cautions. We haven't gotten one yet for cause.
Matthew White is getting closer and closer to Aiden Donahue as well as Nicholas Martinez.
This battle could be on yet again with Donahue and White in front of the 48. So Donahue and White are both running the wall here in 1 and 2. And now Martinez has caught the 12 of Matthew White.
And he was running 28.8. Meanwhile, Matthew White running 29.1, and Aiden Donahue Cleaner running 29.18.
And then in 3 and 4, which is the most important part, they do run the bottom. All three of
Yep.
them. Miller is kind of on the outside.
1 and 2, you can't really run too low or else you're going to lose a ton of speed. And probably burn up your tires running the bottom, honestly, more in 1 and 2. So you kind of do have to go high there.
Now to the outside goes Martinez on Matthew White. Oh, he's nearly in the wall. Might have tapped it just slightly. Yeah, but he can't be doing this, I don't think. He cannot be racing this aggressively on these tires this early in the run.
No, he could, just as long as he doesn't do it as hard as what he did the first stage.
But eventually, it could catch up to him because Of course, that first run didn't have any caution. We ran 90 laps under green. And the same thing could happen in this one. You never know. But drivers do get more aggressive in the second half at Darlington, racing for a crown jewel win, the Southern 500.
Oh, we got Ortiz sideways back in the field. He's in the wall. Somehow gathers it back up.
My God, and Payson, Lindsay, and McKinney probably just had to step on the brakes as now Lindsay gets loose down to the inside. Still a big battle back here. They're just going for it. Just inside the top 10. Look at this. Oh! Lucas Lewis to the quarter panel of the two of Wilson. He gets him loose, and they're crashing! Ooh. Both of them go around on the front straightaway, and now it's going to be the two going fully around. He will save it. And two
back
of
up front,
Wilson.
Martinez all over the back bumper of White.
Oh! In the wall goes Matthew White down the back straightaway. Can he get back going? He will keep it green. And that is terrible news for Matthew White.
I mean, Martinez was just all over the back bumper of White that entire time we were watching the other battle. And it was only a matter of time before that happened.
Let's take a look real quick at what happens. So side by side. Oh, yeah.
Martinez said that Matthew White did that to himself.
Yeah, I honestly, from my point of view, it looked like Martinez got him loose, and then Matthew White finished himself off. So, fault of both of them from the looks of that. And now, where is Matthew White? He's down to pit road, and this is big for the driver of the 12. And he is obviously frustrated. Now Martinez behind Aiden Donahue. Miller's starting to catch up to the 48. $71 to go at the track Too Tough to Tame in this season's Southern 500. Non-playoff driver mixing up here with the playoff drivers, Nicholas Martinez, and he gets together with White. And White will go around, and he, of course, in the wall. And he is back on the racetrack. I believe he took a fast repair. Miller, though, battling on the bumper of the 48 on Martinez. White back in front here. So he's going to need a caution, obviously. But the issue is, we haven't had a two-car incident at all today. That two cars went fully around. It's just been these single car, maybe spins, and they get it back going. Miller dropped off the pace a bit there. Martinez tries to rip the boards. Here is White off the pace. And, okay, you know what? Oh, that is just... All right, caution, guys,
yeah,
caution.
Understandable from White, as Martinez is on his side.
I don't know about understandable, and he's upside down.
I mean, Martinez was sitting here arguing how that's apparently White's fault, that incident. But that's going to be a race over for Nicholas Martinez, and possibly even for White.
Yeah, that payback could have been done in a softer way. I mean, I obviously understand the frustration of Matthew White after the way the 48 had been racing, but let's see what the officials have to say about that.
I mean, that was one of the worst paybacks I think I've ever seen in my life. That was awful. That was horrible. You don't right hook someone in a straightaway and then flip them upside down right in front of the field. That is just unacceptable. And he's upside down, and that is his race over just like that. Let's go back to the spot where they got together that first time and take a look at what really happened. Let's ride along with Matthew White. First, let's ride along with Martinez in the nose. So he pushed him down the straightaway, and then White went down to the inside. Martinez was on the top. They were side by side. Martinez got pushed in the wall by White. Then they got together again, and then White slides up the racetrack. Martinez does not lift, and then, yeah, well, I mean, come on. I mean, I can understand what Martinez was saying there. let's ride along with White, or yeah, White here. I mean, yeah, that's pretty obvious. So I don't know about that.
Not the smartest move Matt could have made there, with a lot more to lose than Martinez.
All right, so off pit road, I do. They didn't. Did they pit? I don't think they did. Don't think they pitted yet. I think they're still somehow catching the pace car.
Does seem to be a popular move though for Matthew White.
Let's see if they pitted. Oh, they actually did pit. All right, we missed pit stops, unfortunately, from that stuff, but it was nothing changed, really.
Yeah, Braden also sped once again in the pits.
Oh, wow.
Damn, Darlington's waiting list was very packed.
All right, so let's try to get it back going here and hopefully have a good race. Yeah, I don't even understand the payback there. You're racing for a championship. You can't afford that. Caution comes out. He gets the wave around. He's back on the lead lap battling for the win again. I just don't get it.
May I ask what happened?
So as we're going to come back to the green flag, so White got tagged by Martinez, and then he did a bit of a cash culp spin gate on the back straightaway, and then came back out into the racetrack and put Martinez, right hooked him, and Martinez ended up on his lid. As we're back underway here, side by side, down to the inside, contact with Pace and Lindsay. Oh, Bryce Benton! Almost spinning, he saves it, and they're crashing in the back! He's going to wreck down here. We'll see if he gets it going. He's the only car involved. Oh, this is a very bad spot. Where are the leaders? The leaders are coming down the front straightaway. Oh, he's stuck, Caution. Okay, yeah, caution. He's going to be in a very bad state. He finally gets a gun.
Yeah, DNF for Lucas Luis is going to affect his championship hopes.
Let's take a. I think I cursed it when I said there could be a long green flag run here in the second half.
Yeah, we told you not to do that.
It was John Butler blinking and
Neck
into the
code
wall.
got
Yeah,
yeah,
neck
that's some of the worst netcode I've ever seen. But
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean, I wasn't even close to him, and I guess I put him in the wall.
not really a way to look at that any further because it was just purely netcode with John Butler becoming invisible and then Lucas Lewis literally driving inside of him. So I don't really know what that was all about, iRacing, but okay. And we're now under the third caution of the night. And it's good for Havril. He's going to be back on the lead lap. And
I heard some contact. Oh, I heard
I
someone.
don't know where it was.
Maybe it was someone downshifting.
All right. Okay, so lap 119 underway. So, of course, they just pitted before. We're under the third caution of the night, the second one for cause. And my God, this was such a calm and fun race and an old school, and all of a sudden, this. Wow, just like that, a race can change. Crazy.
Alright, we need an editor of this video to go back before the stage ending, where Ethan Prendler said
Oh, this race has been perfectly clean and normal, and this happens. While I went to go get my spaghetti.
I mean, this was
Gosh.
this was a basic race until this. And now we got probably one of the biggest feuds of the season down there, and of course, the parked right next to each other, just to add to it. Oh my God!
And this.
If this was real life, this would not be ending so well on pit road.
We're about to have a crew chief battle.
All right.
I give Darlington a 10 out of 10 for their spaghetti.
All right. I guess the kitchen back there is making some pretty good food with 60 laps to go, 61 to go technically. We're gonna be 60 to go when we come back. So Darlington's not really known for anything for food. It's not like Martinsville. We get the Martinsville hot dog.
Low-key kind of mid though.
It's the spaghetti from Cookout.
I think Nicholas Martinez might want an interview.
We can do it like, I don't know, probably 5 laps after once they get all sorted out here under this restart. As we're gonna try this once again, back to green with 60 laps to go in the Southern 500. And not a good restart at all for the outside lane in Ashton Miller. Dylan Banks back there on the inside. He's looking to go side by side with a 79. Door to door down into 1 and 2. As Matt Grab, he's back into this battle. He got saved by a couple of those cautions. And watch out for Matt Grab later in the race with some big contenders, Martinez, White out of it. Braden Hunsicker trying to get into the battle as well. Side by side now between Grab and Lindsay. Lindsay going to the top. As they head down the front straightaway, Ashton Miller trying to set his eyes on Aiden Donahue up front. They're still side by side down here. Got the 6 of Braden Hunsicker in the middle. The 53. Oh, contact! Matt Grab and Payson Lindsay door to slamming. 2 teammates as we got a couple of cars in the wall. And maybe 3 wide for Braden Hunsicker down the back straightaway. He will take it. He's down to the inside. Who's going to lift? It looks like Matt Grab is going to be the first one to lift. And Braden Hunsicker looking to get 2 for 1 here on Lindsay and Grab.
Great move there from Braden.
Yep, and how the one comeback.
Oh!
Grab got was taken out of contention for a great result here. But now he's running in 4th place, getting loose after 2.
It is wild on the back straightaway
Oh,
currently.
and we got 1 car around 2, hard into the wall.
Caution. Once again in Darlington.
Idiots.
And that didn't last long. Wow. All right, let's take a look at what happens. So there were like 3 wide ahead of them. So it first of all started. Oh yeah, the 01 just got turned by Lucas Lewis, and hard to the wall they go. And Cole Clausen gets a piece of it. Let's ride along with Lucas Lewis. The second accident, which kind of looked like netcode again, just slightly.
Not the first person Lucas Lewis has turned to.
Yeah, he just, oh yeah. Nothing McKinney could have done, really, I don't think, from the looks of that. And they both spin out, and there is Havrilla just getting on by. And we are under caution again. Your car's on pit road. All right, so is Martinez still in the interview? Waiting room?
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
All right, so if we want to drag him, if he wants an interview, we can. Somebody can.
All right.
Oh wait, no, that's General. Actually, don't drag him. I don't think he wants an interview.
I think Connor's talking to him about it.
All right. All right, so we got cars on pit road. Matthew White is retired, and that's a rare retirement from the race from Matthew White. Luckily for him, he scored 9 stage points, and that's going to be very good to soften the blow of this.
Very dependent on what the officials will rule after the race. Jamie McKinney, he was suspended for 3 months for something very similar to Matthew White. For intent wrecking. So we'll see. In these playoffs, Matthew White trying to go for another championship. What's gonna happen to him?
Yeah, we will
Thankfully
see.
for Matthew, the extremely long bans like that have been mostly phased out.
The last one was, I think, Phoenix, where we had. we just don't talk about that race at this point.
Yeah.
Nicholas wants an interview.
All right, so let's drag him real quick, I guess. All right, Nicholas Martinez, we saw you and Matthew White get together there, so give us your full story of what happened here on those couple of laps to get you guys, of course, on your roof and sliding upside down.
I mean, I was having a really hard battle with Matthew White before the incident, and you guys missed on stream. The reason I was saying that Matthew White did it to himself was because, just to give you a little bit of preface, in turn 3, coming to the lap of the incident, I got a little bit tight, got into him a little bit, like it was very minor, I wouldn't have done it. And he got really over-aggressive with me. Down the front straightaway, he was blocking me left and right. He almost actually doored me going into 1. Into 1, I get side by side with him, and he doors me up the track. I come down the track to try to meet the racing line. I even check up for him and try to get away from him, and he got onto the apron, which I guess got him loose off the corner. Wasn't really trying to wreck him, but he was loose off the corner because he was all the way down the apron, and that's why I think he did it to himself. He tore me super over aggressive for no reason. I mean, like I haven't even done anything to you, and you're dooring me, you're blocking me aggressively, you're putting me into the wall. I mean, like, and I come down the track and like even check up for you, like don't even try to intentionally wreck me, check me up. And I'm like trying to avoid you, and he just, I don't know, he just did that to him on purpose, and he intentionally wrecked me. So.
All right, well, of course, sorry about that unfortunate incident, and we will see you next week in Michigan. Back underway here in Darlington, Aiden Donahue has the lead, and then you got Dylan Banks in the second place. Braden Hunsicker currently running in third, and Ashton Miller has fallen back to P4. Matt Grab currently fifth. You got a side-by-side battle between Cabrilla and the Owen and McKinney. Car to the wall, ooh. Carlos Ortiz. And he will save it, but he's going to have big damage on the 21.
Might have steering issues. He's back up into the wall.
He's going to have to try to keep it up there. That was a very interesting moment with Ortiz. It just looked like he slammed the wall, and Juan Cobbs Jr. nearly got a piece of it. And
here's Grace Benton. We saw him get turned around during the interview as well.
Yeah, he's had a little bit of a spin, I should say. As battle up front, Dylan Banks trying to hold on with Hunsicker on his bumper. He's trying to close up to Aiden Donahue. He looks like he's starting to get there, but he's gonna have a tough time at trying to make a pass around Donahue. As they head down into 1 and 2. 50 laps to go in the Southern 500. Braden Hunsicker pushing on the back bumper of that 88. Through 3 and 4 they go. Now to the outside goes Miller. He's got momentum. Where is he going to take it on Braden Hunsicker? He'll stay in line.
It looked to get a little bit tight there.
Ooh, nearly in the wall. Dylan Banks. He got very, very close to the fence, and now he's in the wall. Just slightly for the 88. Top 4 all battling for the lead in Darlington. Matt Grab looking to get there as well. Now to the outside goes Dylan Banks. Looking to get a good run off corner exit. Where is he going to take it? Currently sits in line behind Aiden Donahue. We got to wonder, will we see green flag pit stops? It's going to be close because of the amount of cautions that we've had for fuel saving. I think we still will, though. think we're going to see him a bit later in the race.
Not sure if one of our Innovative drivers can report on that.
We're good on fuel.
Oh, so that's a big moment. So they should be good to push here. Oh!
Anyone that pit when Matthew White and Martinez wrecked, they're good to go.
Almost to the inside, the 88 of Banks. He got a big run, then kind of just went a bit too low on the apron. That kind of killed his momentum. They head down into 1 and 2. Aiden Donahue continuing to try to hold on. He's packing dirty air on the nose of the 88, and you got to be wondering how are drivers like further back in that pack feeling like Ashton Miller. It is got to be tight and tough to drive. Gonna find a way around him. You see Miller trying to get some clean air on his nose, but it's tough to do here around Darlington. Top 5 all under a blanket for the lead.
That's what you want to see at an exciting racetrack like here at Darlington, South Carolina.
Dylan Banks.
Oh, Miller got tight.
And here comes Grab to the inside. Matt Grab on the bottom, side by side with Ashton Miller. So they're going to be door to door here down at the front straightaway. Side drafting each other. It's got to be killing both of their momentum. And Matt Grab's going to fall back in line. Ever so slightly, Donahue was pulling away. He nearly hit the wall there off corner exit. But Dylan Banks trying to keep him in his sights. Ooh, bit of a bad corner there for Dylan Banks off corner exit. He's going to check up. And now Hunsicker to his bumper. Same thing with Miller. Still some momentum coming down the back straightaway for Banks. Donahue still holding on. He's had the most laps on the day, of course, won the stage. And your regular season champion looking to get his first Southern 500 victory. He already has a crown jewel win at the Brickyard 400 this year. We have 42 to go, and oh, checking up is Brayden Hunsicker. He's in the wall, and then Miller at his bumper as they're going to really check up here. Matt Grab could have momentum. Yes, he's going to have momentum on Miller once again. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough to try to go down to the inside.
If it's already tough to win a race at the toughest racetrack on the circuit like Darlington Raceway, imagine sweeping an entire week of races. That's what Matt Grab might be able to do if he can pass Aston Miller, Brayden Hunsicker, Dylan Banks, and Aiden Donahue.
Lucas Lewis was officially retired.
Yeah, he is going to retire after that 2 wrecks he was involved in. Lucas Lewis in the 73 in his first playoff race. It's been a chaotic race, especially for playoff drivers. Ortiz is 1 lap down currently. White is out of the race as well after flipping Martinez on his lid, and now Lucas Lewis has retired as well. How about Havrilla? What a comeback into P6.
Yeah, Havrilla normally has some good speed. Normally sneakily fast. We'll see though if he can keep his tires on the car.
Whoa. Miller in the wall once again as they come to 39 laps to go in the Southern 500. Oh, Miller in the wall again. They're making contact. Matt Grab and Ashton Miller. Miller's got to try to find a way out of the wall, and now he will, and Matt Grab nearly hit the wall of corner exit. Now Miller back to his inside. And Matt Grab will clear Ashton Miller off corner exit. See Dylan Banks trying to find a... Oh, Hunsicker in the wall. And now here comes Matt Grab.
What did I say?
Matt Grab trying to sweep the weekend. He's down to the inside of Hunsicker. He would be the first driver, with I believe Aiden Donahue, to do that in Dover. Only Aiden Donahue has done that. Did that at Charlotte last season. Is now, oh, they're gonna make contact and they're 3 wide. Hunsicker getting squeezed, and now Miller's gonna get 2 for 1 on the back straightaway.
Yeah, I also swept a weekend. Thank you, Ethan.
Oh, yeah, that happened.
Yeah. Yeah, good job.
Ethan,
Whoops.
you're fired.
Yeah, this is why you're not the stat guy.
And now these guys are gonna fall back, and here comes Dylan Banks in the bumper of Donahue. Battle for the lead. 8 wins combined with both these drivers this season.
Banks had a chance to dive to the inside there, chose not to take it. Might be trying to follow behind Donahue, as Donahue's been the car to beat as of late.
But if you do follow in line, it's gonna be hard to get some clean air. Oh, now he's in the wall. Once the run continues to go on, it's going to be getting tougher and tougher for these drivers, as now Havrilla's starting to catch back up. Pace and Lindsay maybe getting momentum. Matt Grab on the bottom, with Braden Hunsicker ahead of him. Oh, in the wall again. He got close that one time, and then just made a couple of mistakes, got in the wall, and he's going to fall back to about 0.3 of a second for Dylan Banks. And this 3-way battle now for P6 is going on between Havrilla, Lindsay, and McKinney.
And this race from Brad Havrilla in the 50 Bass Pro Shop machine just shows how these NASCAR races can change. He was 2 laps down up to 1 point, and now he's running in the top 10 and would gain 12 points, even though because of the lack of stage points, it's gonna be diminished by some drivers that might have gained more stage points.
Here comes McKinney now in the bumper of Lindsay. Lindsay got in the wall just slightly. He's gonna send it back in there. McKinney got in the wall again. And now Dylan Banks starting to fall back from Donahue. Yeah, that mistake he made got, oh yeah, he's in the wall again. These mistakes are just destroying his lap times. Coming to 31 to go. We got a car in the wall back there. Cole Clausen. He's up the racetrack, and he will, of course, hang on to it. So starting to work in another bit of a longer run. Of course, not as long as the other run we had.
Don't jinx it.
We're not going to obviously get to that run, even if it went all the way green, because that was 90 laps, and that's not possible at this point. Here is Grab on the bumper of Hunsicker. Oh!
Who just sighed?
I think
Me.
yeah.
Because my car is handling absolutely terrible right now.
Matt Grab really did not want to. He's had a couple of big moments here that probably cost him. He's lost a lot of momentum, and that's just put him a couple of tenths back. He's just about a half second back on Aiden Donahue. Hunsicker's really struggling.
Yeah, after hitting the wall a couple times, that car is probably a little bit broken.
Here's Matt Grab ahead of them. Gap is nearly a second between Donahue and Banks. Matt Grab, though, trying to put on another late race charge, but with all that momentum that he lost, it's probably going to cost him, there's not a caution, a shot at the win. And a shot to sweep the weekends. He's hoping for probably, I don't know, he's hoping for a caution, but at the same time, he's really good in the long run, so it's kind of just a lose-lose for Matt Grab at this point if he can't catch Donahue.
He's starting to get too far too late to be able to close.
Dylan Banks has fallen back. He was on the bumper of Donahue, was nearly going to make a pass for the lead, and then just hit the
We
wall.
gotta spin.
Oh,
Front
McKinney
straightaway.
around on the front stretch.
Please throw the caution, please.
We'll see if he can get it back going. And
All the way
Yeah, I think we might need a caution for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't know. Why did we throw the... Okay.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one. He was out the way all by
Attaboy,
himself.
Asbel. I appreciate you, brother.
Okay. Well,
The two Coles were tearing down the wall that round.
Braden just cleared himself there and spun out Jimmy McKinney, Swedish driver right there.
So McKinney gets it back going, of course. Let's take a look at what happens. So Benton, McKinney, again. Yeah, I think he just cleared himself. On the bumper of Benton. And he spins. So your leaders will probably be on pit road in a minute. Here they come. Lap 155 of 180. Obviously, this isn't a track where pit strategy is going to be seen. You're going to want 4 fresh Goodyear tires every single time.
Yeah, but it is really key to not lose any spots or to gain. And it's really key to gain spots because now at this point in the race, track position really matters a lot.
All right. 25 to go. I'll fix the sticker. I know it looks pretty terrible. I'll fix it. But here we come to pit road. 25 to go in the Southern 500. Gotta be very, very perfect. At least close to it. All the leaders in pretty good into the box. 4 fresh Goodyear tires for everyone, as always. Good stop for Dylan Banks. He's going to try to exit first. It's a battle of pit road. They're side by side. Believe Donahue barely got it. My God. Yes, he will. Donahue will clear him. And, oh, wait. Ooh, is this Dylan Banks maybe to the rear? Slowing up. He gained a lot of time. And, yeah, this is Dylan Banks to the rear. Dylan Banks speeding on pit road with 25 to go in the Southern 500. That is big.
That is huge. That's what it means to try to win at this racetrack. You want to push the limits as much as possible, but he over-pushed the limits, and now he's going to the tail end of this field.
Especially the first round of the playoffs. I mean, you kind of want to just win now, make sure you have a good amount of points just for the round to end, so you can pass and hopefully make it to all the other rounds.
And yeah, now Dylan Banks will be to the rear, tail end of the longest line as we got other cars coming off pit road. So that's a big moment, though, for Dylan Banks' race. He was having a good one. I think he would have been able to battle up with Aiden Donahue, but unfortunately for him, he is going to be back there now. And Donahue is going to have 23 laps to go up front with Ashton Miller now to his outside. All right, 23 to go. We've had 5 cautions so far tonight. They've all happened past lap 90.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is. Man, it's like someone said something about such a green-filled race. I don't know who was that again.
I think it was Cameron.
Yeah, nice try, buddy. Yeah, that might be a fat pole mention for you right there.
All right, here we go. 23 to go in the Southern 500. Oh, out of line is John Butler back there as they head down the front straight. Butler is way off the pace. He's going to fall in line. Not really sure what happened to him. Up to the outside, side by side, Matt Grab and Ashton Miller. Miller gets a big run, and he'll clear him. They're hitting the wall back there as well. They're almost 3 wide. Here comes Havrilla. Miller to the outside of the 53.
We're about to see another flip.
Side by side for second place. And Miller's going to clear Grab. 23 to go. 22 to go.
Get your number right there, boy.
My ticker's messing up itself. All right. Here is Pay. Oh! Saw some smoke. I believe more cars on the wall. Here's Dylan Banks to the inside of Benton. You also got the 6 of Hunsiger. Believe he got some of his damage repaired. He's to the inside of Havrilla, and he's going to try to get around him. He will. as they head down the front straightaway yet again. And now Benton almost door slams the 88 of Dylan Banks.
A lot of these people have taken advantage of those multiple cautions. Guys like Pace and Lindsay, who were about to get lapped by the end of stage 1, now are running in the top 10.
Oh, in the wall, Dylan Banks. And yeah, this is worst case scenario for Dylan Banks currently. Did not want to speed on pit road, and fortunately for him, he did. Down to the inside goes Carlos Ortiz on Bryce Benton. Oh, more slides.
Yeah, the Hello Kitty duo tried to help themselves as they go side by side to turn 1.
Almost more contact going on up there as well. Oh my God, everybody hits the wall.
And that one might need to go to replace.
I mean, it is interesting. It always seems like when somebody hits the wall here at Darlington, the next 5 cars in line do the same thing.
Well, now we have Cole Wilson and Carlos Ortiz. These two drivers had some kind of controversy yesterday because of a wreck that happened in that Xfinity race. Carlos Ortiz wasn't grateful about that wreck, obviously. And now they are in good terms with each other as Carlos Ortiz makes the move forward. Oh, I believe this is P-time.
Not Mac Grab. Dylan Banks to the inside of Lindsay. He gets that spot. Dylan Banks back up into 6th. Having a good run for the field so far. Miller, though, is starting to try to close his way to Donahue's bumper. He's probably got to go now if he wants to make anything happen. There is the 53 of Mac Grab. Miller's coming to one of his best racetracks, Michigan, next week as the 88 continues to cut his way through the field.
His home track, too.
Yes, it is. He won the Xfinity race there last season and nearly won the Cup race. Up front, though, he's on Donahue's bumper. But it's going to be very, very tough for him to try to find some clean airs. Oh, my God, Havrilla was completely sideways, and now Dylan Banks will go to his outside. To the outside goes the 88. He is going to clear Havrilla, and he's back in the top 5. 16 to go in Darlington. Been a long and grueling night for these drivers, but it's not over yet. Donahue heads down the front straightaway once again to take 15 laps to go in the Southern 500. And this battle back here is just non-stop all day long. Side by side now, Lindsay and Havrilla. And they make contact. Up the racetrack goes Havrilla into the wall. Here comes Benton. Where's he going to go? Now side by side between the 21 and the 01 of McKinney and Ortiz. Once again, let's look up front. Miller still about 2/10 back. We haven't really seen anyone pass Aiden Donahue under green so far tonight. So now to the bumper of the 25 goes Ortiz for 8th on Benton. Ortiz, though, remember, he got that damage when he slammed into the wall. He's gaining a lot of time, and he's starting to cut his way back up through the field. Miller, though, trying to find some clean air around Aiden Donahue. It's very, very tough to do, as we mentioned, all day long here in Darlington. Mac Grab, though, waiting in the wings. Same thing with Braden Hunsicker. Mac Grab, when are we going to see his pace come on? He's still going to pass Miller if he wants to battle with the 24 of Donahue. To the outside they both go. Miller still trying to keep on the bumper. And there's Hunsicker currently running in 4th. Mac Grab currently 3rd. Miller currently 2nd, and Donahue currently leading. 11 to go in Darlington. Miller is pushing for everything he has. He wants to try to get his first career win tonight. He was so close a week ago in Daytona, but here comes Matt Grab behind him as well, starting to catch up. Matt Grab has been coming up short as of lately in the Cup Series. Wants to be another spot better tonight. Down in the 3 and 4 they go. Under now 10 laps to go in the Southern 500. Got a lap car. Juan Cobbs Jr. way off the pace down here. I would hope he gets out of the way for the leaders. Oh, Miller in the wall. And he will.
And yeah, he's been doing a good job of getting out the way all race long.
That wall pop definitely cost Ashton Miller about a tenth or so. Oh! Hunsicker in the wall as well, just slightly. Matt Grab, though, still waiting in the wings. Sure, he'd love to sweep the weekend. And Miller in the wall again, and here comes Matt Grab. He's almost looking to the inside. Can't get there just yet. Ashton way in the wall. Now, where's Grab going to go? And this is just about the time when these tires are going to start to fall off, and we see that with Ashton Miller. 7 to go.
Yeah, further in the back, we're starting to see it with Payson and just this whole group of cars, man. They're bouncing off the wall almost every lap. Payson's starting to get really tight, it seems like. It's just getting hectic.
Matt Grab desperately wants to try to find a way around Ashton Miller. He'll go to the top. He's got a big run coming. Can Miller clear him off corner exit? Grab is almost there, but he's in the wall.
And that all this is doing is helping Aiden Donahue, who might just be able to pull away.
Now Grab. Oh, that's a big wall pop. And now Miller really checks up Grab. And, oh, back up the racetrack, and Matt Grab with 5 to go will now get around him, but it probably might be a little bit too late now for Matt Grab as he goes into 2nd place. And I don't think Matt Grab ever wants to hear about him finishing 2nd to Aiden Donahue ever again, because it's happened multiple times. And 5 to go now. He's currently running 2nd to the 24. Better lap time by for the 24 that time. Donahue trying to bring it home as Matt Grab is on the wall doing everything he can. Oh, but he's in the wall. And he's going to lose time from that. It's been a dominant night for the 24 machine. He's had a really good season. He's come on very, very strong through the mid-season months. And now in the playoff opener, trying to win with 3 laps to go in Darlington. Battles back here are not over. They're still raging on. Look at this, still side by side. So, okay, we're blinking really terribly for some reason. Benson now going to the outside of Butler. Benton's in the wall. McKinney's in the wall nearly. Everyone's in the wall. 2 to go in the race. They're coming back to 2 to go themselves. We got a spinner down to the inside. The 13. Oh, he's going around. Back up in front of the track. Where are your leaders? Can he get out of the way? He will. We will stay green. God, that was close.
Oh, 3, 4, 5 cars just pounded the turn 2 wall.
Donahue, he just wants to see the white-knee wheel. Final lap underway in Darlington. Aiden Donahue was the favorite coming into this race. Once again, Matt Grab was just trying to sweep the weekend. He got to 2nd place, but it looks like it's just going to be a little bit too late. down the back stretch for the final time. Into 3 and 4 he goes. It's crown jewel number 3 of his career. He won the Charlotte 600. He won the Indy Brickyard 400. Now he's going to win the Southern 500. Aiden Donahue starts the playoffs with a win in Darlington.
Oh,
there he goes.
line.
8th win of the season for
7.
Aiden Donahue, and that's
Oh my God.
Almost up and over.
Yeah, and Cole Clausen's involved in that one. Typical for him.
And
Cole Wilson also in it.
Well, Clausen comes home with the top 10.
Comes home in.
Top 10, baby. Let's go.
Oh, that was
I
one race.
I definitely did not bump McKinney out of the way for that one.
Definitely gonna have some conversations after the race with some drivers.
Yeah, these interviews aren't going to be too pretty with McKinney, I guess.
Well, it wasn't terrible. He got on the wall. I kind of got on the back of him. He got a little loose. It's all good. But, yeah, obviously a lot of temper's going to be flaring at the end of this one between drivers because this was a long, grueling race, very hard to pass. And I bet a bunch of people got put on the wall all throughout the event. But Donahue wins once again.
Aiden Donahue capping off once again. Now he has the most wins in the season.
Yeah, I'm hearing from our stat guy that Ethan, you are actually wrong. So.
No, our stat guy was wrong. He put Matthew White at 5 wins and Donahue at 7, where they're both tied with 6.
Oh, okay. Well, good job to the stat guy. Ethan's only 1 win on this one.
I mean, you have the stats
Someone's
here.
getting fired
1,
today.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now 8.
Okay, so maybe Ethan is wrong. We might get back to you later on this one.
Alright, well, we don't know how many wins. It might be 7, it might be 8. I'm not really sure. Somehow we lost track, but okay.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Jeff Golden are burning out here at the 7500. Yeehaw, buddy.
Wow. That was a race.
Man, I think one of the fans got up into the booth or something.
Yeah, I don't know why we're letting fans up here.
Raffle tickets. I heard Ashton Miller was selling raffle tickets to fans to be up in the booth.
Must have been over at the Live Boost Custom Diecast stand.
And there goes the motor for the 24.
And that car blew up!
All right, that will do it in Darlington. What a race it was! My God, this race was very, very long. As always in the Southern 500, but it did not disappoint. Great overall weekend.
Do a full race.
No.
Why?
Why do you think?
No one ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, I would rather not, to be honest. Without interviews, we've already been live for like an hour and a half at this point. So, post-race interviews coming up, so I'm assuming, Cheery, you want to do the usual thing?
Oh, yeah.
All right. We'll have interviews coming up here at Darlington after a long and grueling Southern 500. Aiden Donahue, this is your 3rd crown jewel win of your career. You're just missing now the Daytona 500. Of course, you won the Brickyard 400 this season. You won the Charlotte 600 last season. And now the Southern 500 for your the first driver to win in the playoffs. So ultimately, taking throughout that day for you, how you were able to hold on with Miller, Grab, White, and others putting pressure on your bumper all day long to not really ever give up the lead under green on just track position to take home the victory tonight in Darlington.
Laps I have ever led in a race on anything. I don't know where the speed came from. I just knew to save my tires was Darlington. I love this track, so I'm pretty fired up right now. We get to go to the next round, but I knew it was just as long as you keep them in front of you, you get a good exit out of turn 2. You can't really do anything about it. You keep them behind you, and you let them burn up their stuff more, and you keep running your marks and stuff, and off you go to victory, pretty much.
So Aiden, you led 167 of 180 laps. How does it feel to dominate at the toughest racetrack out there?
Oh, it feels amazing, man. Like I said, I've never led this many laps. I usually wait for the race to play out and then I pounce. But we qualified second, and I got the good jump on Braden. And I was like, save my tires, like I guess, and that's what I did, and we were able to stay in front of everybody. And um, it feels nice not to worry about Michigan. That's going to be crazy next week. Bristol's going to be really fun, so I'm excited for that too. But wow, I'm absolutely shocked with how we were able to hold on. And shout out to Ashton Miller. He was keeping me on my toes. He's getting a lot better as we go along. But no, we're advanced. We won Darlington, and like Ethan said, we just got the Daytona 500 to win, and we are stacked house. But more importantly, we got this championship to chase after, and that's what I'm after right now.
So one more question here. As now you're locked in, we got, of course, Michigan coming up next week, and then Charlotte, the Charlotte Roval, coming up for the round of 12 elimination race. How is the mindset going to change now that you're locked in? And what are you gonna be able to take more risk and just try to go for the win for these next 2 weeks?
I think we're just gonna stick to what we've been doing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You get up front, save your tires. Um, you just be in contention, I guess. Charlotte Roval's gonna be nuts. I guarantee you, Matthew White's gonna win that one. Um, but we ball. You just go into every race the same way. You go up front, save your tires. You be there at the end, and hopefully it plays out for you. If it doesn't, you go to the next race and try again.
All right. Well, big congratulations on the Southern 500 race victory
Thank you,
tonight
sir.
in Darlington, and we will see you next week in Michigan.
All right, thanks, bud.
Okay, so coming up next here, post-race interviews at Darlington Raceway. Matt Grab finished second. I guess we're not going to interview him. Third place is going to be Ashton Miller. So Ashton Miller, great race for you guys here tonight at the Southern 500. You were battling for the win there late in the race, but ultimately it looks like you guys got in the wall there, and that kind of just forced you guys to fall back. But overall, still a good day. But what happened there kind of at the end of the race where you guys got in the wall and fell back out of contention for the race victory?
I mean, honestly, at the end, I was just pushing. Aiden made me burn up my stuff. It was fun. It was a nice battle with him and Dylan Banks, but ultimately, man, we were just going for the win there. We were pushing as hard as we could, and yeah, we fell short, but it was fun battling those guys up there. And overall, it's a pretty good race, but it was definitely some chaotic moments. But I'm just happy to come out here with the top 3 to boost myself in the playoffs, and hopefully get myself above Pace Lindsay, because I need to beat him in points, because I don't like being below Pace Lindsay.
Oh, so Aston, we go next week to your home racetrack. What is your mindset going to be for Michigan?
Honestly, win. At this point, I haven't won in my home track at Xfinity, and I think it's time for Cup. We were so close to winning tonight, and I think we can bring the same pace there to Michigan, but I will never know. And Michigan's always been one of my favorite tracks on the schedule, and I'm just happy with the race there again. So yeah, that was definitely a fun race, but I'm looking forward to Michigan there.
All right, well, of course, great job on the run here tonight. P3 in Darlington, and we will see you next week at Michigan.
All right, thank you.
Another quick stat here. Every single driver that finished in the top 10 after such a chaotic night, for a lot of them, are playoff drivers. They all rebounded, mostly, besides Lucas Lewis, who finished in a DNF, and then Matthew White, your lowest finishing playoff driver. And yeah, let's continue with post-race interviews here at Darlington. Next up is going to be Dylan Banks. He came home P5. So Dylan Banks, late in the race, you were up there battling for the win with Aiden Donahue, but unfortunately, the final caution of the night, you guys were caught speeding on pit road. So ultimately, what was your reaction to that, and how did you keep your head straight to try to drive your way back up through the field to come home still with the top 5?
Yeah, man. First of all, I want to thank you for putting on the league and um, for broadcasting for you and Cheery broadcasting every week is awesome. I can't thank you guys enough for all you guys do. But yeah, man. I was doing everything I could to get past Aiden there on pit road. I knew if he beats me out of pit road, the shot of winning is low. It's so hard to pass there, especially late in the race. Everybody's pushing. But Darlington is so tight, and the dirty air just makes it 100 times worse. So it's all about track position. I came in, didn't even get to do no practice. Ran a lap of qualifying, and I think started 10th or something like that. So overall, I'll take it a P5. Had a shot at the win, but just made a rookie mistake.
Dylan, how does it feel to kind of come close, but but because of that mistake, how does it feel to not be able to finish up higher or even win at the toughest racetrack?
Oh yeah. It's hard to win at any track. Especially when you got guys in here like Aiden, Braden. I mean, all the guys in this league are fast. They've got their moments. And it's incredibly hard to even win, man. It's so hard. So, it's just awesome to get a win anytime you can get it. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm gonna go out here and do all I can to get the championship. Don't matter where you start, it matters where you finish. So, just gonna do what I can.
All right, well, great job, of course, on the rebound here to a very solid top 5 finish, and we'll see you next week in Michigan.
Thank you, guys.
All right, coming up next, post-race interviews here at Darlington. It's going to be your not going to be doing Carlos Ortiz. Looking down the order, is going to be John Butler, comes home 8th. So John Butler, kind of a quiet night for you guys, but it'll be a pretty solid top 10 finish, P8 in Darlington at the track, too tough to tame. So ultimately, taking through those final couple of those final couple of battles where you were having there at the back of the field, where it was just crazy all day long.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough fight. I had no spotters for this race. I had to use my spotter account to even do this race. So that was really tough. But yeah, I was just trying to not play it safe like I always do, but due to some lag, I was like have had super neck code is what I like to call it. So my car was super wide, but I just wanted to play it safe, not wreck anyone. But I was just being patient. I mean, I was faster than those guys in the back, but I just didn't want to, run through them. So I just waited patiently and I got past them. And then at the end, I think in turn 4, I got me and Patient had like a photo finish for like 8, so that was good. But 6, shut up. But anyways, that was a good race.
So Butler, unfortunately don't have any questions for you. Just congratulations on the top 10 and good luck for the rest of the season.
Yep, thank you.
And one more here. So we're coming up to Michigan next week. That's a very unpredictable racetrack. Of course, that's usually kind of more of a super speedway style race. So what are your expectations coming into the second race of the playoffs?
I mean, I just wanted to survive. I mean, we got another fast repair. Hey, I'm not complaining, but I just want to survive and be there at the end. And this time, maybe like actually have a chance to like win. But you know, I'm open. But hope I don't lag like a maniac. But it should be Michigan's a wider track, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. But I should be fast there because I know the track. This was my first time running Darlington in any race or rank race, so I was learning throughout the race. But I'm hopeful for Michigan. I'm hopeful.
All right, well, nice job on the top 10 finish for the first playoff race of the season, and we will see you next week at Michigan.
Yep.
Coming up next, post-race interview is going to be Payson Lindsay, comes home 9th. So Payson Lindsay, coming off your huge win for the regular season finale in Daytona, you will come home with a pretty solid 9th place finish overall here in Darlington. So you had a photo finish, I heard, there with John Butler there at the end for 8th. So you'll ultimately finish in 9th. So ultimately, walk me through out your day and the kind of strategies that we saw you using.
Yeah, I just didn't really have any pace all day. The car was just plowing tight for most of the runs. We tried to throw something at it in the first stage, but just no pace on that long run. We were running like 30.5s. We were like a second off the pace, and we tried to get something there on the long run, but I didn't want to race Donahue trying to get back on the lead lap. So second stage, we didn't really have anything happen. We were just kind of sitting there, seeing what we could get, and just plowing tight towards the end, and lost out a spot to John Butler. Good racing with him though. He was way quicker than I was, and I don't know what Martinez was doing there on that first run. He just kind of parked it in front of me and nearly wrecked me. But overall, good race for us.
Uh, Payson, I unfortunately also don't have any questions for you. Just as we did with Butler, congratulations on the top 10 and good luck for the next part of the season.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, coming up next here, post-race interviews again. It's going to be Cole Clausen. He comes in with the top 10. So Cole Clausen, you finished 10th in the stage, and now you finished 10th in the race. So overall, pretty decent day for you. So take me throughout your day and how it went. Overall, how you think it went tonight in Darlington.
Yeah, it was a very typical race, I'd say. I knew coming into this one it was gonna be a long race. Obviously, Sun 500 here in FedEx is usually always pretty tough, especially with everyone. It was incredibly hard to pass out there today. I mean, you had to basically nearly put people in the wall in order to pass them. Three wide was literally impossible. I don't know how they made some three wide moves up there, but you know. I got into it with a few people. McKinney's mad at me, which is all good. I mean, he's the same guy that spun me out on pit road in the championship race last year. But I guess I'm sorry to him. But overall, it was just our typical race. Got a top 10, which was pretty valuable considering literally all the top 10 were playoff drivers. But gonna be a pretty tough couple weeks here, just trying to survive in the playoffs and hopefully go win another championship.
So we're coming up next week to Michigan. You've been kind of close here in the past to race victories, and it's a track that opens up the opportunities to anyone. So what do you guys think your expectations are heading next week in Michigan?
Honestly, I'd be lying if I said we didn't have a good shot at getting a really good, solid top 5 finish or maybe even a win. I feel like Michigan's one of my best tracks. I mean, I've been there in real life like 3 times. I don't know if that gives me an advantage. Probably not, but I'm real excited for next week. But the past few years here in Michigan has not been my friend. I just got into a few incidents in season 1, season 2 there, and wasn't really able to have the speed there. But I assume the draft is going to be a huge factor next week, and hopefully we can go out there and get some valuable points to boost my way up into the championship standings.
All right, and then Shiri, if you have any final question.
Clausen, how does the fact that you already have a championship in last season affect your mindset towards this postseason?
I mean, honestly, it really doesn't change it at all. I know I already have a championship, but you always want more, right? I mean, I've never even won a race. I mean, once I win a race, I'm probably out of here. That's all I really care about. I mean, I'd rather win a race at this point than a championship. And I know that might sound crazy, but I mean, all I want to do is win a race, man. I mean, when I won the championship, I wasn't even able to celebrate at first because they deemed Hunsicker the winner, obviously. But hopefully we can get a win here sometime. I don't care if it's lobbies or whatever, Xfinity. I really don't care. I just want to win. But I bet we'll have a pretty decent chance next week at Michigan.
All right, well, nice job on the run tonight. Top 10 at Darlington, and we'll see you at Michigan next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So next up for post-race interview is going to be Jamie McKinney. So Jamie McKinney, you guys fell back through the field, I think, with contact from Cole Clausen there at the end of the race. You guys ran inside the top 5, sometimes top 10, pretty much all day long, and you will ultimately come home P11. So take me through out those final few laps here at Darlington.
Well, it was really boring since we were just stuck in traffic. You can't really do anything in dirty air, so whenever you got close to someone, you would just lose all downforce, so you couldn't pass them. But overall, like this race was awful for me at least because I felt like everybody was trying to wreck me, or has already in this race. So I, I, I mean, I've already had like 3 guys wreck me today. 2 of them apologized. So so if we, I don't really want to be salty about Cole Clausen, but he didn't even try to pass me. He just, well, he bumped me, which sent me into the wall. Then the next one almost took me out. So I don't know. But then he mentioned something about last season, and first of all, it wasn't on purpose, and second of all, I apologized as soon as it happened. But I guess if you're a moderator, I guess you could race everybody like a dick. But whatever. I guess all you can do is move on and try to get a better results. So yeah, I'm pretty neutral right now.
So Jamie, I don't have any question for you. Just how we can see you are running more races, and yeah, that's about it really.
All right, thank you.
All right, so couple final interviews here. Next up, going to be Bryce Benton. So Bryce Benton, it kind of looked like an off day for you guys. You ultimately will come home in P12. So you were in the battle and for about like 10th place pretty much all day long. It was the toughest battle on the racetrack from the looks of it. So take through your perspective throughout most of this night here at Darlington in the Southern 500.
Yeah, really wasn't the race we were really hoping for. Honestly, I just kind of started to save tires, and I really just didn't have much pace from the start. Yeah, it was still pretty fun battling. It was definitely, it also definitely made it tough to save tires though. So, yeah, but it's still a pretty fun race. Not really much else to say because it's just riding around in the back most of the race. Then I got up to somehow fourth on one of the restarts, and I ended up snapping loose. Somehow I don't even know how that happened. And then dropped all the way back to the back, and Carlos hit me on the 2 restarts after that, and then I spun around, and then I got into McKinney, and that spun him around. So it was kind of just a lot of stuff that happened. Again, sorry to McKinney. I was just a misjudgment by me, kind of like how it was with Carlos and me at Indy. But yeah, it was still a pretty fun race though, even though I was not really where I wanted to be.
So Brayden, how are you able to keep your head cool despite spinning out on that restart, and well, therefore being able to finish the race in P12, which was uh, kind of better than what it could have been under normal circumstances.
Yeah. It was, I don't know, I knew I just didn't really have much to lose, honestly. It's more just going out here for fun now because I'm obviously not in the playoffs. So I just knew I really had nothing to lose, and I just can't really be mad about like all that because it doesn't really matter much anymore, in the points, but. Yeah, it was still frustrating, but yeah. Either way, just because I wasn't in like the playoffs or anything, I didn't have to take that seriously as I would.
All right, well, still nice job on the run tonight, and we will see you next week in Michigan.
Yep.
Coming up next for the final interview of the day, we already interviewed Martinez, so we're not going to be doing him, is going to be Andrew Stacy. Andrew Stacy, you guys were involved in an early race incident on about lap 45. So ultimately, taking through what happened there to get you guys taken out here in Darlington.
Oh, and yeah, it's just inevitable when you're racing with an idiot. So, wrecked 3 people. He got what he deserved. I mean, it technically, I do believe it was a bit too much. Like, could have been a bit like not in front of the leaders or anything like that. But yeah, I mean. I just called it a day. I was thinking about getting some laps, try to pass the maybe white, but just motor blue because I sat on it for too long. So I mean, it was fun while it lasted, but yeah, I don't know why I couldn't have waited for a straightaway to come and not just wreck me on the exit of a turn 2. But yeah, I also want to shout out my fans. My fans were cheering me on, but it's a sad thing to end it like that fast. But yeah, we'll definitely get it together in Michigan, I hope.
So Andrew, how does that support that you have? Because every time I just look at the chat, you have a lot of support. How does it motivate you to for the races?
Well, I mean, it definitely helps. I mean, it also gives me pressure as well. I mean, I've had multiple people messaging me on Steam because I can actually like see the messages on there. But yeah, I think it helps me out a lot. Like, it gave me a lot of insights about what to do with my car and just yeah.
All right, well, still nice job on the run tonight. Sorry, it ended in an early race crash, and we'll see you for Cup, Xfinity, and then probably Cup in Michigan.
Thank you.
All right, coming up next is going to be Nicholas Martinez.
Yeah, we interviewed him earlier.
Yeah, he wants another one, though. All right, Nicholas Martinez, I know we already interviewed you under green when the race was still going on, but can you give us any final details on what happened there between you and Matthew White?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to use nice words. Honestly, I feel like that can be summed up to 2010 Denny Hamlin, when he spun with Greg Biffle. I don't know what he was thinking. I'm really interested to see how the points play out now, because he obviously DNF'd. That was pretty funny though. Yeah, I don't know what to say. That was just crazy race.
So up to before that wreck, how were you feeling? Because it called my attention how much you were just pushing. In fact, I think you were about the only one to be shifting to 4th gear in 3 and 4. How are you just thinking about this race?
I was like, wow, man, I'm fast, and then you got this Matthew White guy being a a-hole, and I'm like, wow, what can I do to get around him? So I go around the outside, and go figure, he fences me and whines about it afterwards, like a little baby. You ever see a baby stick their hand in like a toaster oven when it's hot, and then they get hurt, and they run to their mom? That's what it felt like. I mean, he did that. He did that to himself, and just started crying about it afterwards. I mean, I'm not sure what we're doing here. I thought this was a racing league, not a daycare, but it's whatever.
All right, well, still nice job on the run tonight. Sorry it ended up in, of course, that flip, and we'll see you next week where you try to get redemption in Michigan.
Yeah, thanks.
And that will officially do it. What a long and grueling night. So any, I guess, final thoughts here, Cherry, before we end it up?
No, just we saw kind of old school racing there in the first half, and then in the second half, everything went crazy loose there with a lot of wrecks, with that payback between from Matthew White to Nicholas Martinez, and then the domination from Aiden Donahue. So that's gonna just make him really. That's a lot of relief from Aiden, because now he's locked into the next run, and that's gonna help him for sure in his bid to a championship.
All right, so of course that will wrap it up in Darlington, and definitely a memorable Southern 500 tonight, and that will do it. So we hope you enjoyed. So actually tomorrow night we're going to be streaming for the first time on iCar. So iCar is another league that we're affiliated with. It's going to be at Talladega with the truck, so don't want to miss that. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time we will go live, and that'll be tomorrow night at Talladega instead of lobbies. So yeah, that'll do it for tonight. We hope you enjoyed a thrilling Southern 500 in Darlington. That'll do it for the official NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series. We'll see you next week in Michigan.